and you should be
Hey,
going.
welcome back to Brine and Tide Session 50. This is the longest I've ever had a campaign go. All right. Um, Previously, party has continued to prepare the island of Rhonda for an invasion of pirates. Now, headed by one known as Captain Grin, seemingly partnered with the Glayaz of the Cambion, who is working with the Aboleth for the scheme regarding the island, trapping you all there, mining Aurum, bunch of bad stuff. But progress has been good. You are all turning this little shipwrecked village into something defensible. And stockpiles have been being made, militias being trained. You even managed to find or were led to an ancient cache of weapons by Moonsinger Motley, discovering an ancient Genasi cache uh, when once this island was once a mountain peak. But as you finished up a day's work and you returned to the village to rest up and prepare for the next day, Corona, you spotted Neri the harpy come fluttering in a flurry, all excited and excitedly to tell you that there was a ship coming, a merchant ship known as the Rusty Vagabond, uh, having to take a detour from the conflict between the Maricians and the dynasties, which has apparently been continuing to flare up as you've been shipwrecked here. But the as Corona, you flew out with Neri to go greet the ship and guide them closer to the island. Perhaps, perhaps you could even leave the island before the pirates got here, or who knows what these newcomers might be able to bring. That was until as you flew in closer, you recognized someone standing on the deck as a gold gold-tinged red-scaled dragonborn stepped forward, their simple disguise burning away to reveal the armored form of the Cambion dragonborn that you've seen within the Ruby Palace, the brother of the two Cambion sisters, as he leapt into the air with his own mighty wings, pulling out a familiar looking Aurum and Marasite gilded skull, and saying that his sister sends her regards before throwing it down to the deck below where the skull smashed and a thick, roiling green cloud of smoke began to engulf the ship, causing those aboard to scream in pain. And then I believe that's where we left off. Oh,
Blizzard.
Corona, you and Neri are fluttering in the air a good, maybe 100 or 2 feet away from the ship as uh, you see floating above it, maybe 40, 50 feet in the air above the deck. You see the Cambion Dragonborn. His voice magically projected so you could hear him as he calls out. Oh, I forgot what he was going to call him. But as he just grins up at you as this cloud of roiling smoke seems to engulf the ship that was still heading in the direction of the island. Bruno, do you want to attempt to do anything, or will you flee following Neri back to the island? Neri took off.
Yuri took back
She,
off.
she she's not exactly a combatant.
Okay, that's good because I was going to tell her to go anyway. Um, let's see here. Looking at my thing here. Just looking at something real quick. I'm just reading to see what it.
Yeah.
Okay, so she is going to turn and start flying back because I don't think there's much that she can do.
Mm-hmm.
Um, except there's like you said that there's fog on the ship down there, or what? Like
Yeah,
smoke.
but it's like this thick green fog or smoke that's that seemed to escape from where it seemed to have been contained within the skull and it just started gushing at once. this skull pearl broke on the deck.
Okay. So,
And
like, I know he's there, like, hovering above the ship, but is there a way I
yeah,
can
he's
maneuver
keeping
around?
out of the cloud.
So, is there a way I
Sorry,
can
what was that?
maneuver around and, like, get to the front of the ship real quick?
Oh, the way, because you were flying towards it as it was heading towards the island, you are closer to the prow of the ship than elsewhere.
Okay. So, before she
The
starts.
ship is basically pointed in your direction.
So, before she turns around, I do have this lovely thing because I'm Albatrossian. I can cast Gust of Wind once a day.
Ooh.
So she's gonna fly towards the prow of the ship a little faster and then stop, and then her wings are going to extend, and it's very obvious that she's casting a spell with them because they start glowing, and she claps them forward and casts gusts of wind to see if she can clear off any of that and perhaps give somebody a chance.
Okay. So,
Good spell.
all right. So you send those bursts of wind gusting across the deck of this ship. And you do see it does push away some of this, as you now realize, caustic fog, as you can now see the crew, many of them in a damaged state, as it seems the very fog or smoke of whatever this is acidic, as they are beginning to melt in parts.
Oh,
But you do see some of them, that does seem to bring relief to some of them because, 10 feet wide, that's not going to be able to cover the whole deck. But you do see as like some of them are like on the ground retching and others are like clawing at their skin because this, they're being melted by an acidic cloud or the act. And you just see this Cambion just fluttering, hovering up there with his wings, just grinning as he watches you attempt this. And he calls out again.
I would like to cast a spell as well.
You are not.
You are
here.
back in the islands.
I was at the beach meeting them.
Oh,
you are. They're like way over here still.
Yeah. Well, you are technically a mile. The boat is still like a mile away from the.
Okay. Yeah, nothing I can do.
You can't see shit.
Yeah, and you would be making your way still through the jungle to get to the beach, because you don't have flight at the moment.
Not this one.
So, actually, yeah, just to ask the rest of you. Sorry. You're all heading towards the beach?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing was out of the ordinary. We were told to go check out the beach.
Okay. So, as Corona, you try this, and you do see, you see some people stagger into the clear, where the fog is gone, and you hear this Cambion give this laugh, and he goes, "Valid effort, Stormrider, but that won't be enough. You know what? Because I'd rather have you see what's going to happen. You should flee, mile distance."
It's there's like a should be a rule that the DM should not ever tell anybody to flee because they're not going to. Not going to.
Oh, see, that's the reverse psychology. You're playing into his hands.
And you see him just. He hasn't pulled the longsword that's sheathed at his hip or anything. He's just flying there, nonchalantly. But then he gives a little wave and he goes, "Be seeing you, Stormrider." As you see him get engulfed in flame, and then he is gone. As you realize he probably cast plane shift.
Okay.
But he did warn you that you should probably get away from him.
Are you able to save at least one person or tell them to go overboard?
You do
Their
actually see a
chances are
few
probably
people
better
jump.
off.
Yeah, you do see a few people jump overboard because the fog doesn't seem to be able to get under the water.
Okay.
But it is just chaos on the deck. And
Like, I can't go
actually,
into the
Corona
fog myself, so I'm. Is there any?
and Corona,
Yeah.
there is actually distant. There's no storm clouds, no real. There's a few clouds, but nothing that would be storm worthy. But you do hear a distant peal of thunder, and in that you hear "Save yourself, Storm Rider." As you recognize, it might be Radavi's voice, or it might be someone else's.
Okay. Well. Just before I do leave, because I don't like doing that. Um. I'm not going to go into the fog or anything. Are there any lifeboats that I can see that aren't in the fog at all?
There is one hanging off the side of the boat, like ready to be deployed.
Gonna cut it
And
free or
it's
something?
Yeah, I'll.
But as a minute has passed, sorry, what were you? You were going for the boat?
I was gonna cut the ropes holding the boat on the side so the people in the water could get into it and I could possibly tow it away.
Okay. Well, as you go for the boat, unfortunately, a minute has passed as the caustic cloud that has been going suddenly just seems to get burst away as a secondary detonation seems to come from where this pearl skull was smashed. I need you as it ripples out. Some of you might be able to see this as you're walking towards the beach or through the jungle, and you can see the water in the distance. A ripple of energy goes detonating out up to a mile in width.
Ooh.
Bruno, I'm sorry, but you're going to need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, you succeeded. Bruno, as this wave of energy just washes over you, you feel like you're going to vomit. It just feels like sickness washing over you and like needles scraping across your brain as just this corrupted energy detonates and you are engulfed in it. But your force of will is strong enough and perhaps divinely protected that while you feel like your very flesh wants to shift and warp, you manage to keep that solidarity. And that's when you hear the screams and the roar. Screams turn into gurgling roars and ravenous howls.
Okay.
And the cloud has been dissipated, but as you see on the deck, are you flying back to the shore or are you watching?
I'm hovering there because I imagine that stunned me for a second.
Yeah. Um, you see what few people remained on decks. Seemed like some of them tried to flee below decks or even into the water. You see them twisting and contorting, their bodies cracking and twisting and shifting, mutating into monstrous forms. You see a sailor, just some poor human, scream up into the sky as his mouth, you see the corners of his lips split all the way towards his ears as his mouth opens, and his once human teeth are now rows of shark-like teeth. As you see the crew of the Rusty Vagabond mutate.
Ooh.
And then they begin. Then as you hear shouting, it seems not just like you, some have managed to resist it. You hear the sounds of carnage below decks as those above dash below decks and join the hunt.
Okay.
What's Corona want to do now? As this thing is still heading, there's no one at the wheel now, but it is still heading towards the island.
Alright. Let me see here. What have I got? We're not that far off from shore now, right?
About a mile or so.
Okay.
The shore. This detonation nearly reached the shore.
Yeah. So yelling 3 times as loud using thaumaturgy, I would be able to be heard that far away, because shouting even a mile, you can hear somebody. Can't hear what they're saying, but you can hear them. So
Okay.
she's going to thaumaturge herself and scream as loud as she possibly can that let me see, how do I want to word this? Bastard has turned the entire ship into monsters. Now they're fighting against each other. I'm going to try to help and turn the ship so it doesn't crash.
Oh boy.
Oh fuck.
Don't you have Shatter as a Thunder cleric?
I do have Shatter as a cleric, but
Think you
We'll
can
just
sink
say
the
if you
ship?
shatter, I will
There
just
are
say that
people
will
alive
completely
there.
that will just completely derail the entire session. I will just.
Sorry.
I'm
Don't
just
do
sorry.
that then.
Just as a DM, I have something specific planned, and we're already kind of going Calvin ball with what I had planned. So
Come to think of it, do not shatter the ship, because we need as many intact ships as possible.
yeah,
And there are
Yeah.
people still alive.
yeah, there's
yeah,
that.
because you can
Fuck
hear
'em.
fighting going on.
No, no.
Leave them to the ghouls.
I'm just going to land like
If they are ghouls.
briefly on
Join the skeleton crew.
the ship. I'm going to land where the wheel is and try to turn it so it will be a gentle crash.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be
Yeah,
on here very long.
Okay. So rather than it aiming for some of the more, cliffy area, you aim it for the nice, soft, sandy beach.
Yeah, it's
There you
definitely
go.
going to run aground and probably be damaged as hell, but it won't immediately sink.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like take away any cool things with like saying, it's like I have things planned, but it's like I
That's
have
good.
like a specific thing
I
planned.
I imagine
no.
that you need this ship to get to the island. I just don't want it to crash completely, if possible.
Right. Yeah. So hoping that nothing charges from beneath decks, because you can see where the fragments of this pearl skull is. You see like a crater scorched into the wood, and you do see blood splatters like dragging down into the below decks, because it seems whatever these people were mutating into, the sun, even though it is setting, was perhaps a little too bright for them.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be very brief. I'm going to lash the wheel so it turns into a gentle crash, and then I'm going to get the hell out of here and start flying back to the
Yeah.
shore.
Do you have vehicle proficiency?
I do.
Or then go ahead and roll that.
Where is you?
Okay. It's not like it's not going to go exactly where you wanted, but it's it'll get to the sandy beaches rather than hitting the rocks or any of the shallower reefs.
Okay. And then,
Yeah, you really only needed an above an 11 for that.
then she's going to
So-
take the hell off.
Yeah. So, the rest of you, as you're going through the jungle, getting closer to the beaches, because you're pretty familiar with these paths now. Probably only take you like an hour to get to the beach, less. But you see this detonation off in the distance, and you hear Corono shouting. So you pick up the pace, and I'd say you, because ships of this size, they're really only going like 2-3 miles an hour. So it might, probably all be at the beach around the same time. So as I've had music going, whatever. Yeah, that's it. But so you all rejoin the group. Or you rejoin the group. You'd be able to find him
Yeah.
pretty easy. Ioanne's pretty easy to find in the.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah, and he will be the first to call out what the fuck is going on.
yeah, you're gonna see her flying as fast as she possibly can towards you once she finally sees you. She's gonna. She's not even gonna bother slowing herself down before she lands. She's just gonna kind of crash into the ground and tell you exactly what the hell just happened. It's that fiendish dragonborn threw one of those aurumed skulls on the deck, and everybody has turned into some sort of ravenous monster.
Corretto, give me either. I know you probably don't have Arcana, but Arcana, history, or religion would work for trying to see if you recognize anything from these.
Let me see here.
And you can do religion with your wisdom.
Okay, I'll just roll my wisdom, so I don't have to fiddle around with that. You're
Okay.
not rolling very well today, are you?
They
Oh,
look
jeez.
they looked kind of familiar, but you're not sure what they were turning into.
To be fair,
Well,
you were at the epicenter of a bomb blast.
It was.
We need to go try and save as many as we can, right?
There's not going to be very many left.
Some is better than none.
Yeah, we also have to make sure they don't spread out and get onto the island.
That's also true.
She's going to point where she tried to make them crash. It's probably not going to be exactly, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I can't.
We need to get there.
Yeah.
And I will say that, Corona, you noticed that the acidic cloud was blown away and dissipated with the secondary detonation. It seems the acid cloud is just like the initial phase.
The cloud is gone, so it should be safe to land on. Besides,
And it was only a one-time like detonation. There wasn't like a follow-up. So,
Yeah.
and from what you saw of like the remains of the pearl skull, it was shattered. Whatever you would, I will just say you would guess that whatever enchantment it had, it
It's a
all
one
got
and
expended in the detonation. Yeah.
yeah, it's a one and gone. So she's gonna offer to carry somebody, but she can't cast Windwalk again because the pearl is done for the day.
I can swim, so.
And so, Chrono, taking to the air and Ventra, between the two of you, you'd be able to easily track where the boat lands, and it's right beneath where the lettering is here, where this little wider portion of the beach is.
Okay.
Thankfully, missing some of the more shallow reefs that are scattered around the island.
Yeah, she'll be up there directing everybody to where they should be going. Basically.
And actually, when you flew past, you could have flown past the watchtower because it is now built and manned. So you could have swung past that and warned the people there.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, because that would have just been a quick little detour. So,
What does Venture see on the boat?
a little too far to see it exactly, but it does look like it has run aground on the sand. It is kind of listing slightly to the side, but it's mostly upright. The sails and rigging looks like they probably took some damage from the acid cloud. But for the most part, from a distance, it looks intact.
Well,
Just, but you do not see anyone on deck, Chrono or Venture, as the rest of the group approaches.
Venture's gonna look at Corano and do like a little bird nod.
She'll do it back because
And Venture's gonna zip down to the boat.
So, you know what? Man, I'll show you and Kuroto. I realize I can show specific people,
Hey.
I think.
there's. It says there's a way, but I've never been able to fucking.
I've never been able to figure it out either. I have you both. Oh, wait. Here, I'm going to see. That's not the map, but did it put you on the bear jungle map?
It did, yes.
Okay, so when you click, for those of you who run Roll20, you want to send other party members to another map. When in the Dropbox, you click each name that you want, and then just drag them over to which map you want to take them to.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'll put you to see what you see.
Ooh. Yeah.
Ooh.
Meh.
Venture.
And you just see a ship with a deck awash in blood.
She's further back though.
And actually, you can see where there's the detonation point. And it seems this was like a fairly prestigious ship for a merchant ship. Even despite the name Rusty Vagabond, it seems to have been well done for itself.
I wonder what they have on board, like goods wise.
I'll have to see and find out. So,
Now a lot of charnel meat.
Ugh.
rest of you, I'll just put the rest of you on there now.
Oh my god, there's something I can't actually select Kurano to put her on the fucking map. There.
Wait, really?
Oh.
It was being
Yeah,
stupid.
it depends on who puts it down.
What is
I
your
couldn't
movement
grab
speed?
myself from the sidebar.
Venture, your movement speed is. Wait,
Well, that's what everyone sees now as you get closer.
wait, that's not right. It says speed 5 feet, fly is blank, and then swim is 40 feet.
Hold on, let me look up Sturge stats.
That's not right.
Okay, it should be 5 feet of walking because
Okay. And flying
fly,
and swimming.
fly
are
and swim at 40. Fly and
Okay.
swim are the same speed.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna have her scout as rest of us are approaching.
Okay, and as Venture gets closer, she can smell the blood, and you can actually see there was blood stains on the sand.
Yeah. With the rest of us, I think some of them have gotten off the ship. There's blood all over the sand.
You hear these horrendous gurgling noises from below decks as Ventra
Oh.
you see through Ventra's eyes. Could everyone just put yourself on the map up here? Things are about to kick off. But Ventra sees a lone figure lurch up the blood-soaked stairs, themselves splattered in gore, especially around their shark-like mouth, and even around the secondary smaller head that seems to grow tumorously from their neck.
Oh.
You would recognize this, Rayan, as a tideborn.
What?
But a tideborn, more monstrous than just ravenous. The eyes completely rolled black like a shark in a feeding frenzy.
The person became a tideborn?
And it looks to Ventra as it's like looking around, and then its head snaps to the motion, and just as it gives this gurgling howl that you hear echoed from below decks.
Oh boy!
Let's roll initiative, everybody. And Music time.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's fucky.
I love it.
Oh, oof. There you go.
God, Brayden, you never fucking roll good on initiative.
I guess I should open up their character sheets. That blocks. Why did I add so many?
That was me the other day. Why did I add so many?
You know what? This group, I'm just going to do the thing where I have them act in groups.
That's fair.
That's that group.
Should I put myself up here, or am I okay to come down from down here in the water?
Wait, what?
Am I okay to be down here coming from the water, or should I put myself up here?
Oh, you went in? Wait, when did you get in the water? You've been going through the jungle with everyone else.
We were not at a beach yet.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, jeez. Problem with having tokens on the GM layer is like trying to make sure I can get them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make sure I roll for them.
Gotta get them out of there.
It's a pain in the ass.
Oh god, this music is so...
It's disconcerting.
Yeah!
Well, it's
Yeah.
discordant music. It's specifically made to be, disconcerting.
Yeah, no,
It-
it's doing a good job.
It's from a game called Highfleet where you only hear this song if you make the very bad decision to start using nukes. This is the song of nuclear warfare for that game.
On what game?
Highfleet. It's a diesel punk game where you craft airships, and it's like World War I diesel punk, but it's airships, but it's if you make the really bad choice to use nukes because it's they're a deterrent. Everyone has nukes, but no one wants to use them. So if you make the really bad decision to use one, finally, everyone starts using them, and that's when the game goes real bad.
I wonder if there's an analogy here.
Yeah?
Mm.
I mean,
So-
that was a little magical nuke.
And Amon.
God, it made Tideborn. Oh my god.
I don't think these are exactly tideborn.
What?
I don't think they're exactly tideborn.
Yes. Hi, I'm here.
I think they are. I think... Oh, no, this should come out in character.
So, Amon, your turn. You're kicking us off as
Hold on a second. I need to zoom out a bit.
actually, you know what? I need to reveal some more because just having one on the map doesn't really.
Spell the danger.
Yeah. Wait, did I put them? As you see, some start to surface from the water.
Oh shit.
I'm still gonna go for the first one on the boat.
Be fair, it is the one that's right there.
Okay, and even with slight cover from being at a bad angle, because the ship is still higher than you are, that's still enough to hit though. You're able to arc it. Dang.
And then second attack. Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Taking damage off of a heavy crossbow. Nice. Well, that was max damage. Dang.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can
And
move.
15, 20, 25. Yeah, we're just gonna put me right there. That's close enough.
So, Corona, your turn.
Let me see if I can find a good place to center this.
Down a little bit, sorry.
Let's see. Yeah, right.
Oh, actually, I forgot. I will post what one of these frenzied Tideborn looks like.
I've got a theory already.
Can
It
go
looks like you.
with this.
It looks like me!
Where should I put it?
Gosh, not every evil in the world is your fault. For instance, this is the devil's fault.
And the Avalist's fault.
Yeah. That's
Another
my theory.
unrelated space squid.
That's my theory. I think that the fucking Avalith did the oh god, Primal Tide. Am I?
The
That's
Primal
what's
Tide
up.
was the historical version. Yes.
Yes.
I'm trying to find a place to put this. I'm going to cast Storm Sphere. Trying to find a place to cast this where I won't damage the ship, but I can also hit most things that are coming both ways.
That might
Okay.
be difficult.
Yeah, so I'm going to cover this side. Then I'm going to put it like right there. I'm going to use my if Roll20 will let me fucking grab it and pull it onto the map. No, you're not. Why are you...
What's wrong?
Roll20's being fucking weird and won't let me actually grab anything to pull it onto the map.
Weird. You want the spiritual weapon?
Yes. Don't know what is... It's trying to highlight things when I'm trying to grab it. It's not what I'm doing.
Weird.
Hold on.
And
Well-
you're using it for a storm sphere?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it right here, where this thing is.
Okay, that's a ammonite in the like a shell.
Yeah, that's just the square I'm gonna put it in.
How big is it?
A storm sphere, 20-foot radius sphere of whirling air.
Oh dang.
Here, I'll click it because it's allowing me to do that.
Alright, let me see how big this is.
It's pretty big.
Oh, it's bigger than that.
Do you want me to just do a measure with a circle and just have it linger there?
Yeah.
Okay. So 20 feet. Yeah, I'm trying not to hit the ship too. So let me just there.
Hey, messed up the curve.
It's fine. We can tell where it is. I'm just more annoyed that I can't figure out why I can't pull things off of onto the map.
You want it more like there, away from the ship?
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, bonus action or anything?
Use a bonus action on each of your turns to cause a bolt of lightning to leap from the center. So
Nice.
this... Oh, sorry. It's...
Ventura almost getting swept up.
this
Blasting
guy-
off again.
This guy is gonna get a bolt of lightning on his face.
Alright. Not a save.
It is not.
Alright.
Make a
Ranged
ranged
spell
spell attack.
Mm.
So I'm just going
Alright,
to. I'm just gonna do a sacred flame for the spell attack. Oh no, that's a save too. God damn it. What spell do I have that isn't a save? None. Okay,
No.
that's great.
You don't have like guiding bolts or anything?
No.
It's not a wisdom save.
Let me see here. Okay, this should do it. There.
Nice.
I had to add that real quick. The 25 will
Goddamn.
hit, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Ooh. You know what? Because it's in water, do you get advantage?
It doesn't say I get advantage if it's in water, just if they're in the sphere.
Okay. So yeah, they are very fried. Well, that was a big hit. Anything else for you?
No, I'm still hovering in the air, so I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. So, as your turn ends,
Why can't I grab that?
you'd probably be the one who noticed this the most. Just the discharge of lightning as you hear and can. Sorry. Oh jeez. Oof. Sorry. My Yeah. No. It's like small burps.
The hiccup
kept
cough.
coming up.
Hiccup coughing, okay.
Yeah, but. Oh yeah, Ryoko, you needed a roll.
I forgot to roll into initiative. I was just looking at the
rolled
turn track and I
before,
was like,
so-
hey, wait a minute, where am I? I'm like, oh my god, did I?
Ryoko decided the best thing to do was to not engage.
I'm
Well,
just
this
here.
is close to the beach where the seaweed got her.
That is
To be
true.
fair, we've got a sort of 28 days later situation going on here or something, so I feel like this is probably a smart move.
Yes, but like
God.
I don't think they're zombies like at
About
all.
the 28 years later trailer. Jeez, that's
I'm
Yeah.
intrigued.
yeah. I don't want to derail too much, but I think one of those. I think like that shape you see might be an infected bear, which is
Oh god!
terrifying.
Oh, that'd be fucked.
I thought that one. I mean, it's been 28 years, so it might have jumped species, but I was pretty sure it could
I mean,
only
it started
affect
with chimps.
primates. Yeah,
Yeah.
it only affected primates.
Yeah, because humanity would have been fucked if it switched over to birds. Anyways.
Yeah. Well, no, it did affect birds.
I'm now not hearing
No,
music.
no, it specifically didn't.
Anyway, sorry.
Oh dear. The
Oh,
music's
no.
still playing for me.
Same.
Yeah.
You may need a
That- maybe-
reload.
Yeah, reset.
PC.
So, as you hear and feel this crackle of electricity below decks, as you hear like a yelp of one of these things shouting in pain, as you see emerging from below decks, lumbering up from below, a humanoid figure. Vivi, if you would like to come on in and introduce yourself.
What?
Are you fucking serious?
What? What? Huh?
Well, now's the time for guest characters. 'Tis the season.
Oh, there's a delay on YouTube.
But yeah, it's like a
Hello.
minute delay.
Hello.
Hello.
Twist.
Hey, Crib.
Hey. All right. So let's.
God damn it.
Okay.
Remember how I said it
So
might have been better that we skipped last week?
Uh,
Who do
Oh
we
my
see?
god.
so you're on the plate
Okay.
ship.
yes, and lumbering up from below, a charred body of one of these tide creatures, falling down to the side, is a long glow shadow with bright glowing sphere at the top of it. The shadow extends out onto the beach, slow, lumbering, the sounds of metallic footfalls. Then it reaches the outside, and you see a 2.5 foot tall little robot boy.
Yes. I'm so delighted.
You see this
Oh.
figure.
God.
Oh my god.
They are not in great shape. There's several spots of rust, cracks in the faceplate with exposed copper wiring. One of them, by some miracle of some god of fashion, has managed to evoke the look of a victorious and wonderful mustache. Glazing about with these bright yellow-orange eyes, just gazes at the situation all around, shielding from the sun. Where should I drop in?
Up to you.
Oh, fun. Well, I'm not going to put myself right next to a storm sphere. That doesn't work too well.
You see a hummingbird looking out at you.
Yeah, this small crimson hummingbird
Yeah.
that is almost getting swept up in the storm sphere.
You know,
Yep.
she's gonna move on my turn.
I will pop myself out
Like a goose in a jet turbine.
Oh my god.
right here. Looks over at the bird. You, Avidform. What is our location?
The bird just tilts its head at you.
What?
It's a bird!
What is our location?
You do see a floating bird over here. Corotto's in the air.
Yeah. The hummingbird will dart its head in Corano's direction and then dart back to you.
Ah, yes, you, mother bird. Stephen raising the voice slightly higher. What is our present location?
Rondo Island.
It's like, damn. It's like, so far off course. What is your stance on the inevitable march of progress?
Oh my god. Favorable?
Excellent. Do you oppose in any way, shape, or form the views of the curator order?
Oh god. Do I know what that is?
Yes, actually, you've met the gnome in the village that actually was on the ship with you. He is a member, Rizeka Gozeka, and also the poor sap you found in the vault who got himself trapped was a member.
So
My
they,
God.
they were
They're
members.
We're looking
basically-
for it into them because we have papers. I think we wanted to give them.
Mhm.
They were members,
My
so
God.
I would be favorable, I guess.
Yeah, they're basically
no.
like a group of Indiana Jones archaeologists curators.
So then,
Ri-
the question: do I oppose them? No. No.
Excellent. Consider yourself assisted.
And
Takes his
then
quarterstaff and looks around at just the situation. All
the
right,
closest one here is snarling at you, looking like it's
the
getting
one
ready
up on
to
the deck
pounce.
of the ship?
Yep.
Oh boy. My poor wizard bones. Okay, let's see.
No.
I don't know, wizard in the middle of the fracas.
Yeah.
No wonder you've been torn to shreds.
See, I may have misunderestimated this situation. Now, he turns around, just sees this. Oh, well, at least this will be easy. All right, so let's see. Let me calculate some distance here. Favorable conditions. All right. Well, certainly don't like the fact that you're here, and considering this place is likely contaminated to the fleshy fellows, I'd say we burn the evidence. And I'm going to drop a wall of fire right in a line to those two, right down the middle of the ship.
Oh, shit.
So that's why we should have destroyed the ship. Because someone else was going to do it.
Go ahead and drop.
Yeah.
60
Yeah.
feet.
He
Let's
doesn't
see.
know.
Yeah,
That's
I'm going to do
okay.
from one stairway to the other.
Fair enough.
It's fine. There's a fleet coming.
All right, so
That's a little hard to see.
yep, that works fine. So yeah, they need to make dexterity saving throws.
boy. Well, the one closest to you, 16.
Just passes, that's fine.
The one closer to the wheel,
That one fails. Perfect.
But
All right.
let's see. So that's 14 damage to that one because it
Excellent.
resisted. Very crispy.
All right, then.
And this one is also very crispy.
Should work on your heat
Oh,
proofing.
geez. Wow. One saved and one failed, but the one that saved because it was already damaged, you put them down to within 1 HP of each other. That's kind of
Oh.
eerie.
That's so. All right.
You're already
Cool.
in sync with us. Good job, BP.
Yay, chaos. Okay, let me see. All right, I don't think I've got any bonus actions that'll help in this exact situation. So, how much of a drop would it be to get down to the sand?
It is thankfully listing on that side, so it'd be about like 10 feet.
10 feet. I'll risk that.
Yeah, go ahead and make a
Well.
dex save.
My work here is done.
Just walk off the edge of the boat.
All right, 11. I would like to. Well, does that pass or fail for damage wise?
It's just half, so it's just 10 feet, so I'll take half of. You take 2 damage.
Okay, I can live with that. Just excellent. My work here is done. Just slips and face plants into the sand.
Amazing.
It's up. Do not run diagnostics. And I'm going to move over here. It's like, hopefully no one saw that.
The bird is staring right at you.
Eliminate will witness.
Oh, so I need to add you to the issue.
I would appreciate that.
The little red hummingbird staring at you as you get back up off the ground.
So we are at the first batch of Frenzied Tideborn. So
Boy.
Wall of Fire. Do they have to do that at the start of their turn, or if they end their turn?
I think it's when they end their turn. Let me see real quick.
Because these two
Yeah,
are
if
not going to stick around.
No, of course not. No, they have to end their turn there to take damage.
Okay, then. Oh.
I think it's also if they enter it.
Yeah, if they enter it for the first time.
Yeah, first time.
Let's see.
Which means anything coming up from below deck is walking into fire.
Yeah, there are portholes, but yeah,
They're friendly.
that does bottle up the 2 main entrances.
You're
Three,
welcome.
actually, with a grate. But
You're
this
very
guy
welcome.
goes fleeing from the fire and falls off, also face planting. Hilariously not killing himself from the fall damage. But this one is just going to dive into the water. And then
Ventra, no. Do not take a sippy.
from the water, it is going to... Okay, so this is a ranged attack. It is going to open its mouth, and you see its throat kind of expand almost like a frog's before it spits a quill at you.
Oh.
That must be
Modi.
painful.
Body.
Yeah, that thoroughly hits me. I can't even shield from that shit. All right. Okay. This is fine.
That's its turn. And these ones are going to dash. Okay, that's their turn. Ryoko. You see these. No 2 of these Tideborn are alike. They are all just a chaotic mishmash of sea life given humanoid form. And they are just charging off of this boat and out of the water towards your group. Because they see this big fluttering bird flying in the air.
Okay. They haven't gotten to attack anyone yet, though, right?
Aside from our one gnome.
Is it attack or have their turn?
Oh, let me see for the exact verbiage. that hasn't taken a turn in combat yet.
They have taken a turn.
Okay, yeah, they've technically taken their turn. Although the
Ah,
ones in the
damn.
water out here haven't. Like these two, they haven't because they're in a different floor initiative.
Okay.
Unfortunately, this is a rather large map.
Yeah, it is. All right. Well.
Well, you do have your new bow.
Mm-hmm.
That's now on fire.
Bow. Bow and arrow.
Oh, bow! I should bow. Oh yeah,
I'm going to shoot this one. I'm going to try to
Oh.
shoot that one.
Yeah, 12 just misses, unfortunately.
Stop.
These things
I hear the
are.
beast.
This one is like fairly wiry. But anything else for you, Ryoko?
Nope, that'll be it.
Okay. Modi, you would probably be the one. Is it Modi or Modi?
I've been saying Motai, but it works. Whatever you
Okay.
want.
So you would hear like a cracking of wood and rumbling inside the ship.
Howdy.
Quite hurts. Your turn.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do next now. It's a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah, for us martial types, we'll need to dash.
Okay, is this song on repeat making anyone else feel anxious?
I think that's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It made me a little anxious, but then I also put on the Boots poem from the 28 Years Later trailer
Oh god.
to mix with it, and now I'm completely at ease.
Hmm. 60. That's my absolute range. Hmm. Okay. First off, let's move 30 feet over here. And let's see how far this can go. 120 feet. Nice. 120 feet. Okay. So anything on that line? Let's see. Okay. Linger, broadcast. About here, I'm going to plant just a beam of moonlight shoots down as I cast, well, moonbeam.
Nice.
Hopefully we'll give our gnomish friends something to pivot around or hide behind. And I want to... Okay, cool.
Because you are way down there.
Yeah, and I'm going to then, that was my action to cast that. I'm going to... Oh, I'm trying to pick up Karana. I'm like, why is my token not moving? That's Karana, you idiot.
The different winged one.
Yeah. I'm going to use my bonus action to flippity-flap my happy ass. Right here, between a bunch of people. between them and my party. And I think I'm out of actions now.
Ryan, your turn.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, I'm going to... Yeah, I can get to there. I'm going to run... This here, right? 5, 10, 20, 25. Here. Let's see. Do some measuring. Oh, almost. Yeah. Now he's gonna get. That's gonna be right in the. Yeah. Right here.
Sorry, ping
Ryan's
again?
going to. What?
Thing again?
Oh, right here.
Okay.
Ryan's going to open her book, and the page with that little frog doodle on it is going to fly out and land here, and I'm going to cast Summon Aberration.
Okay. Can't remember, is he medium or large sized?
I think he's... Oh, let's check. Medium. He's a medium aberration.
Okay. Motai, above you, you see a strangely colored, slod-looking beast appear above you.
Sounds.
Okay, do I want to make it? Do I want to summon a slot, or do I want to try one of my new ones?
Oh yeah, you could.
Yeah,
Well,
actually.
the-
the
slod.
adult form does have that AoE if anything that gets close to it.
That's true.
Except you. That's the friendly fire mode. But if you want to try
so-
your new beholder, Ken.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna, it's a beholder. It's a frog beholder.
You did see a beholder before.
I did, yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's what unlocked this for my summoning, was killing the beholder.
Ooh, sorry.
Yeah, so there's now a frog beholder near you.
So
What is your
floating-
stance in the inevitable march of progress?
Oh, God, can you talk? No, I don't think so. Language is deep speech.
Behold,
Yeah,
just telepathic.
Do you
No,
speak
deep
deep speech?
Let me check. I think I've got something close. No, I do not.
Okay.
So you just hear this gurgling.
God, it understands you, but it also does not speak your language.
Strange. This strange creature appears to be trying to communicate with me.
Bonus action. I'm going to summon my tentacle of the deep.
Oh, look, that'll help me not get destroyed.
Yeah, exactly. Mine rolls notoriously bad. Oh, okay, there we go. Prove me wrong, good.
That hits.
Talk shit.
Because I'm here, obviously.
Wow!
Exactly.
This
Wow,
one.
that's one of the better hits and better damages you've got out of that thing.
Yeah!
It's because PV is here.
The spirit of Hansy lives on.
And
Oh no.
yeah.
Fucking handsy.
Yeah, so that's my turn. Is Ventra going to go after me, or is she going on my turn?
You have to use your bonus action to give her a command. Otherwise, she just takes the dodge action. I think is how. Oh, yours
Okay.
work right?
No? So,
Yeah, I'm not.
it takes like a bonus action if you're trying to channel like spells through her, but like you can command it familiar. It's
Oh,
just-
right. Yeah, because
you're doing-
soccer is always kicking ass.
Yeah, that's why I was.
And
Yeah.
usually, like technically, familiars are supposed to like roll their own initiative. That's fucking bullshit. So just go after
Hmm.
them.
I think.
Okay,
Yeah, so
Well,
so
Zozar
she
and
just gets to
Venture
go.
go after you.
She just gets to go on her own little turn.
Yeah, after yours, we'll just say.
Yeah. So she is going to.
Yeah. I like to group it that the summons of a person act after the person's turn.
So yeah, same. She's gonna zip over here. She was up in the air, so this guy is not like in range of her.
Right. Yeah, it didn't even pay attention to her, even though it spotted her initially. It was too worried about getting out of the firewall.
That is fair.
Valid? Oh god.
I wouldn't want to be in it either.
Yeah, actually, honestly, I think she'll just. I'll have her dash just so she can get right down here with you. As this little blood hummingbird just zips down in front of your face and, like, examines you?
Yeah, she can tell he
Phoebe?
has no blood to sip.
Yeah.
There's
That
no
is what
blood
they
in there.
were, that's what they were looking for. You have no blood with which to sippy.
So,
Um,
Dozozer? Or
Yeah, now it's Dozozar's turn.
you have fly of 30 as the beholder kin.
Yes.
The witness form, whatever I named it.
Just imagine a frog balloon with a single big eye.
What is this?
It's the frog balloon from the Shrek movie.
It's Moonbeam.
Moonbeam, okay.
Do not get into it; it will blast you. It cares not for who steps in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to here. But I'm gonna stay in the air so they can't just, like, smack me.
Yeah.
Alright, Dozozar. Hiya!
That hits. Which one are you aiming for?
This one.
Okay. This one
That'll-
is very hurt. That's the one that got scorched. These two.
Which one is?
Oh, that one. This one is very
Oh.
hurt. This
Okay.
one is hurt. But this one is uninjured. I was
Okay,
just
I'll
letting
hit
you know
that one
there.
first.
Okay.
Now-
With 13 damage, it almost takes it out.
Second one's going after this one.
Okay.
Right? I have 2 attacks. Right?
Yeah, because
there.
it's half of what your proficiency is. I know it was
Oh my
from
God.
Vask. That is enough to take this one out.
Awesome.
As you just see it fire this. There's like a ripple, like a heatwave distortion from this eye stalk you see sprouting from this detached frog head that's just hovering with an eyeball in its mouth.
Awful.
And you see this thing just kind of give a flail before it like foams at the mouth and sinks beneath the water.
Terrible.
Oh, actually,
You gave it. These
that-
things
that-
fire aneurysms at people because it's psychic damage.
that was 20 feet. I'm actually gonna move right back here with 10 feet. But I am actually gonna move down so VV can climb on top if he wants to.
Full of Vask.
Yeah, well, right there. That way I'm not up against the boat. Both of my summons are with you right now.
Okay.
That's
so-
turn.
All right.
That was a busy turn.
Now it's the other group of Primal Tideborn. One is going to crawl out of a porthole here, splash into the water, and one of them dashes through the fire and up here, just trying to get a look around. Managed to dash through the fire without taking. Oh wait, no. Is it when they enter or end their turn?
I believe if they go through it, they take the damage.
I think it's both. If they
Oh. Then,
if they
go-
enter for the first time, they get hit. And
Yeah,
if they
yeah,
end
okay,
their
so this
turn,
one would
they-
have gotten scorched. Vivi,
Yeah.
one roll damage for that?
BB? And we lost him?
There he is.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ouchie.
we can't hear you if you're talking, BB.
Hello?
How about now?
There you are.
Yeah. Just a hiccup
Okay, yeah,
then.
'cause we
Okay,
didn't
cool.
hear anything.
Yeah, I was wondering
there.
why he wasn't reacting to the
The horrific
aberration.
frog holder.
Oh, it's been the last few minutes then. Good to know. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was just making. The description I gave was just that he was making that Jack Sparrow face from the third movie when the Black Pearl's getting pushed away by crabs.
And now it's offering you a ride.
Okay. And ooh, sorry, VV, because you
Mhm.
are not at full health.
Oh no.
Makes one bite and one weapon or claw attack.
Okay. All right, hold on. I'm gonna shield from that.
Okay, and it is going to claw at you.
That misses as well.
Okay, so you
Oh.
throw out this crackling shield of energy as it just slashes across, trying to bite and claw you. So you said those are got lower for Multi, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That also means that he can be attacked, but like that's also not bad because then that's some less
Well,
damage going into the wizard.
those are still full health, so no advantage on the bite. 16 hit.
I think. Hold on, let me check. I think so. 11 plus the spell levels. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so 6 damage.
Alrighty.
And this cutlass attack will be at advantage because now.
How much
It's
HP do you
slashing.
have those are? Okay.
I think it's like 10 per.
40. It's 40,
Yeah, 'cause it's
yeah,
10
10 per level.
10 per
So,
Yeah, this thing that's barely standing at literally 1 HP just goes at Delzozar in this. There's no self-preservation instinct. Like Mota, you realize this down below during the skirmish that was going on between the crew that hadn't turned and those that had.
Mm-hmm.
These things do not have a self-preservation instinct. Beyond what you saw with the fire, that seemed to disorient them, but you also saw
Noted.
one come charging through it as it leans over scorched.
Noted.
So, and then this one, like I said, no self-preservation. What does Moonbeam do to it as it runs through it?
oh my
If
god.
it has the same basically rules as Wall of Fire. If you enter it for the first time, you get zapped, and if you end your turn, you get zapped.
Okay,
So-
is it a deck save or?
Let's find out.
I think it's on.
Pretty sure. Con save.
Huh.
Weird.
Uh,
Uh,
this one
forfeit.
hadn't been damaged yet, so it runs through it, but it is still inside it.
It is radiant damage for if that matters at all. Probably not, but you know.
Not for these things, no.
I didn't think it did, but just
But it is going to go after you again, Montai. Unfortunately, you
I am
have an
fine.
advanced
I signed up for this. Well, that will
21.
21 will hit. 13 will not.
it does say shape
You still have
changes.
your shield up. So it's only
If
4
shield-
damage.
Shield makes my AC 18, so that 21's still going to hit.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold
So-
on. Let me say something. I'm
Does it
supposed to
special
be.
for-
Hold on. Oh, should have taken a little bit less damage from that. Let me see. Supposed to have. Yeah, go ahead and do the damage. I'm just double checking something that I may have missed.
Okay, yeah, 4 piercing for the bite attack.
Excellent.
It's not
And
bad.
its turn. That's that group. Yowane. Your turn, my boy.
Could you also make me big?
Oh, shit! I was completely wrong about something. My armor class is actually supposed to be 3 higher than it is. I forgot auto gnomes get an auto AC bonus.
All right.
So that 21 actually matches, but just making a note of that going forward.
So the previous. Oh yeah.
No,
so
the
you would've
21 would
been-
still hit me.
Okay.
Just it matches
Hang on a minute.
what shield would give me.
That one dude, he ended his turn in like the barest
Oh, yeah, the
minimum
moonbeam.
of,
Yeah,
of the moonbeam.
Oh, yeah.
So
That has to do it
that
again.
needs- yeah. Okay. I was staring at it, going, "Wait, does it?"
Fails again.
Fucking 2. Oh well.
I mean, sometimes 2 damage is enough to take something out. Like this
Rolled
one
2
that's
ones
going after
on-
Delzoza only has 1 HP.
and 2d10s.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't
good.
realize it was a
Sorry.
2d10.
It also has
Um,
rules for shape changers. I don't know if these guys count, but
No, they were mutated against their will, but they cannot revert, at least. Or, I mean,
They're-
spoilers.
like if they're counted, they would also have disadvantage in saving throws. But
And these are not technically shapeshifters.
I didn't think so. But
And you're going after this one?
Yes, I am.
Okay, 16 hits.
Excellent.
These don't have the best AC. They were sailors.
Emphasis on the were. Oh wait, why'd that roll the? Right, yeah.
10 damage. Okay, and are you pulling it towards you?
I am choosing not to.
did you have squishies behind you?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm not going to pull them closer to my teammates. I shall make.
Right, from the
another
angle you're
attack.
at, you could almost pull them into Cladhurst. 13 is its
Ooh,
AC.
13. Oh, very well then.
Like I said, these were just sailors. They didn't have armor. 17 damage. Oh, another one at 1 HP.
Oh my god.
Tenacious little bastards.
They don't even have like a relentless ability. It's just how the damage rolls have been going. Anything else for you, Wani?
Nope.
Amon, back to the top of the turn with you.
Oh boy. Let's see. So they've been coming out more that way. So I think I'm gonna move first. Oh, here, hold on. Let me actually put me. And then that could get me right up into the action. So I think I'm gonna go there. And then. So it's been a second since I've asked. Are weapon changeouts bonus actions for this game, or?
No, you can just grabbing a different weapon is like a free action,
Okay.
especially for a trained fighter like you, armor fighter,
That's fair.
a trained combatant.
Perfect. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead. And I haven't. What is the range on this, real quick? Let me take a look. No, it's melee, so that's not close enough, unfortunately. So I think I'm just gonna move and hold action until one of them comes close.
Okay, you do have your glaive still.
Oh, I still have the glaive, but I've got a new toy I want to try first.
You're holding your action until one of them gets close enough.
Yep.
Okay, Corona, your turn.
Okay. Let's see here. She's gonna move just here. Keep herself out of the way of anything. What ones have, mostly full health right now? Like this one here?
Yeah, actually, that one has not been hit yet.
Okay. So for
This one is like really hurt. So is this one is barely standing, and these ones have all been hurt to various extents.
Okay, so this one here, gonna aim at it, and I'm in range. Yeah, I'm in range for this. It's gonna get the lightning part of my lightning bident, and I'm gonna channel divinity on it. So it gets 36 damage. If it still gets to make a dex saving throw. So
7.
okay, so then it gets 36
So-
damage.
Okay, that is with 35 HP, exactly 1 over.
Okay.
Overkill by 1 point.
Alright, and then over here, this guy. What's this
Which one?
guy doing over here hanging?
He just kind of ran out through the flames, and he's like scorched, and was just kind of getting, looking around to see what to attack.
Okay.
Looks like he's getting ready to jump in and go after that cluster. Oh, it's... Oh my god, just enough. Again, 1 point.
There you go.
Like, it had 14 HP after running through the fire. Now it's down to 1. This is getting creepy how often it's just getting down to like 1 or 2 HP.
Maybe you should give them a relentless feature in honor of this.
Honestly, after this, you probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they're so dangerous.
Okay.
Mota,
Yep.
unless you had anything
Alright.
else you wanted to do.
No, that was my action and bonus, so.
Okay, how bad a shape are these 3 in front of me, just to be specific here?
The one that fell out of the... Let's see. This one, untouched because it just crawled out of the porthole. This
Gotcha.
one has been moon singed, and this one is barely standing.
Okay, cool. Well, in that case, I'm gonna drop magic missile. Gonna drop one here, one
Yep,
here.
it's dead.
Yep, one here.
One on each of them.
So roll the other 2. All right. So yeah. So if that one doesn't go down from the first hit, I'm gonna hit it with both.
Okay, yeah, this one was... It only got singed by the moonbeam. It
Gotcha.
wasn't as good as the others. So
Gotcha.
that one will take 7 damage.
Yep.
Okay,
And let me see. That's 1 first level, 2 first levels. All right, and yeah, I think just making sure about something. Do I take the risk?
You were
Looks
off in
over.
a spot atop of a holder.
Yes, he's just considering his options for a moment.
Fair.
Looks over at the 2 enemies there. To the skies, creature!
okay, they do get attacks of opportunity because you're...
I am aware.
one's gonna bite, one's gonna claw.
All right. I will shield again.
Oh no!
Okay. So they both try to get you, but bounce off the shield. Now you are astride a frog holder.
I have the sneaking suspicion I owe someone money right now.
Ribbit.
Anything else for your turn?
That is all.
Okay. Come on. This one scrambles up out of the sand at you.
Perfect.
You were holding your attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that new magic gore maul you gave me.
That hits. Both hit.
Tiny Troodon just whips out a maul.
Well, the
more
first
than
hit would have
twice
taken it
his
out because it had 4 HP.
That's fair.
Over. Overkill again.
Yeah, you just give it a
Looney
second
Tunes
smack to
logic.
make sure.
It's just a whoop. Don't need these guys getting back up.
Yeah, it thought you were a nice, easy, small thing to attack, but nope.
Absolutely was not.
So this one is going to go after Quiet Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been damaged yet?
No.
Okay, so no advantage on the bite. 14 misses. It's going to swing with Cutlass. 14 also misses. That's that cluster. Ryoko. Oh, actually, no. Before Ryoko's turn starts,
No.
there is a Motai. You and Dilzozar would be able to hear this the most. Since Corona, you'd be able to see because you're high enough. Where the deck is behind the wheel, you see it splinter from an impact from below and then burst open as cracking through the lumber and emerging from within. Motai, you recognize the captain.
Oh, shit.
Oh no!
A
Captain
dragonborn
Steve,
now.
He seems so nice.
Oh man. Fuck.
They are going to, as they do have wings that look more like fish fins than actual dragonborn summoned wings.
Why do I
draconic
have
wings.
deja vu?
And it is going to only get to. Yeah, it can only dash fly that far.
How high up can they go if they're going to do that? There's
Well,
a height requirement for
well,
wall of
yeah.
fire as well.
Well, that was the thing. Which way is the damaging wall? It
It was the
this
side
I was-
away from me, so it was technically this side.
Then it would have gone to this side.
Noted. All right.
Actually, no. Well,
You-
that would put you right. I want to be mean. Yeah.
I'm a guest character. You can kill me.
Okay, so it's not going to dash. As
No. But
Flaps up.
he doesn't have blood.
it flaps up and oh boy. Oh
You
boy.
did shield though, remember?
Yeah, he's going to go into. Oh shoot. Fortunately, this also has blood frenzy.
Oh my god, no.
Don't worry, I got a thing.
Right? Oh.
Misses.
Got a claw.
So
21.
matches, but it does not match because I'm going to use one of my portents to turn that 13 into a 5.
Oh hey.
Oh,
Oh.
Divination
yeah.
wizards.
And then it is going to swap one of its attacks.
Oh.
So, those are Ventra and Motai.
No!
And
God damn it!
This is fine.
I'm sorry.
No, this is fine. Fuck us up.
This is what
No,
happens when you.
My poor familiar keeps dying. Well, actually, this
I'm
will be the
done.
second time, but still.
Oh, I'm fine.
Remember how many times I socked Sock?
Yeah. Oh, that owl
Yeah, I'm
died
just
so
sort of-
much. I was so angry about it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
one of them, well, also one of the sailors will have to make a roll. Failed. Because it went for the
Oh,
50-foot column.
Petra, holy shit! You.
Still half damage.
Which
Ventra wants
is.
to live. Holy shit!
5. That's
Yeah, it
5.
wasn't a. Yeah, so.
Well, it says it doesn't say anything about half damage on a pass save. Does that apply here?
Doesn't.
Saving
No,
throw.
it
On a-
just. Yeah, because
yeah, it
it.
is. On a
yeah,
failed
you just
save,
complete-
creature takes 5 damage.
Doesn't say anything about. Yep,
So
so,
if you succeed, you don't take the damage.
sweet. All right, so the lightning just gets absorbed into him a little bit. And she's like, "Oh, good, I needed that. Thank you, Captain."
Traumatize me, Captain.
So,
Oh my god.
Ryoko, your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna try to shoot this guy again. But first I'm gonna move to be a bit better in range. Okay. Come on. Short bow.
That hits.
Yay. And I believe, oh, okay.
It had 1 HP.
Well, then there we are.
I mean, if you want to roll sneak attack just to see how much.
Nah,
the
we're
overkill is.
fine. We're
Okay.
fine.
You dart around Yawane and hit it with the arrow. Anything else for you? Movement or bonus?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Quite hurts.
I just remember this guy ended his turn in the moonbeam again, doesn't he?
He's actually.
Hasn't been his turn yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
This group has been on the initiative 5.
right, the second one. My bad.
Oh, good. Yeah, you guys took out the first initiative group.
Well, first thing I'm going to do is... let's see if I can just move that. Yeah. I cannot. 9. The first thing I'm going to do is move bonus action to move Moonbeam, because I have a lovely little target now. Hello, friends. Want there, or do I want... Let's go there, because I hit everyone, sadly including Ventura.
No, come on!
Look, I need to hit all these fools. I'm
Wait, can you
sorry.
move Moonbeam?
I can.
You
16.
can. You can.
Fucking
It's a
doesn't matter.
bonus.
She's dead.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
I hit.
Who better
everyone
to
this
kill your
time.
familiar than your own
Unless-
warlock patronee?
Unless you roll below a 3.
Look, I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but like.
We've
I've
already
heard
seen it
worse.
happen once.
Look at that!
What? What do you know?
Oh man.
Does she take
I
1
can't
or 2
move my
damage?
scribble.
Okay, she
2.
takes 2 damage.
God, that's funny.
A little familiar that could.
Oh
On
my
saves
god,
for
yeah!
the 2 sailors and the captain.
This is
Fail. Fail.
Fascinating.
Ventress just
Captain.
this very I didn't hear no bell going right now.
Yeah!
God.
Jesus Christ!
Look, 2 damage, 1 damage.
All I could imagine now is Venture with the voice of Heavy. I am invincible!
Okay, moving 30 feet up here,
Oh, fuck.
over here, because I'm kind of sick of this bullshit. Okay, do I have an eye on... Who do I have an eye on in this group over here?
Pretty much all of them.
Okay.
Captain's standing at the railing, so they're kind of leaning forward.
I'm going to try and burn off the chaff then. I'm
Okay.
going to throw... Oh, speaking of, for Crim's benefit, Moonbeam, it looks like a giant spectral eye opened in a third fucking dimension and is glaring down hatefully, and that's what's causing the Moonbeam.
Ah, lovely. That's
Regax's eye.
Oh yeah, it's not just an eye. It's an eye set inside a mouth.
It's glowing pure blue, because it's combo.
Go move to the front.
that colors things. He's trying not to look at that directly.
Oh, wait.
So, yeah.
No, continue. I realized I have something that we could use for it.
Oh yeah.
There you go. This goes to top boy, I think. 7, thank God. Look, I'm sick of Eldritch Blast. Thank you, Eldritch Blast. Thank you, Eldritch Blast.
There you go.
So, first one's going at the topmost boy, and if he lives, he's getting the second blast.
Kind of like that.
Nice.
I'll say the eye in the center is pure blue, though, instead of, well, weird. And
Yeah, that was the Avalus eye. So,
for
which one was
flavor-
which?
Okay. First attack's going at the top guy.
Okay.
They lived.
I will say if you swap the attacks, it will die.
Okay, I will swap the attacks.
Yeah, because it had 12 HP.
Alright, so I guess top attack goes to bottom boy, and then second attack goes to top boy, or whatever. You know what I mean? I will say also specifically, Krim, this Eldritch Blast, this figure in full plate armor looks over at them, and just beams of pure light shoot out of their visor, possibly coming from their eyes, and just scorches the fucking creatures.
Noted.
Yeah, and that was my bonus action. Okay, so yeah, that's it.
All right. Ryan,
Alrighty.
your summons are
Okay.
getting in some trouble.
Yeah. I'm gonna continue to run. Yeah, I can get to there yet.
Next time I can kill Ventra.
Oh my god!
I'm trying to. I'm gonna be honest. After that double one, I'm slightly spiteful.
Okay, can I see the captain?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's partial cover, so it might. If you're doing an attack, their AC might be a little bit higher, but if it's save, it's no problem.
It's Eldritch. Eldritch Smash.
Okay. Hold on, let me see what partial cover is.
Plus 2 to AC, I think.
Oh, then it matches.
Hey, yeah, so when this goes off, VV, it's not a beam or anything. Rayan just, reaches out, well, that figure over there reaches out and, makes a crushing motion, and the space around her just pushes inward.
Noted.
Second blast. Aw.
First one hits, second misses.
Yeah, bonus action, I'm gonna move my tentacle. And it's gonna be moving, trying to get into the action for, the rest of this fight.
Probably.
I mean, that's the story of summon the tentacles of the deep.
Yeah. My turn is over. Ventra's going to fucking disengage. And fucking run the fuck away.
Poor fucking,
Okay.
poor
Ventra
fucking bird.
disengages and zooms.
Lack of opportunity.
Disengage.
Disengage. I said disengage.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that.
It's so funny though.
That would have been pretty funny. They got a lot of nat 20s on the other side, and that is making me,
right.
as a resident person with a D6 hit die, I do not like that.
No,
Okay.
she's engaged and got the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Now those are with Moti.
Motai, yeah. He's
Moti on top.
if you don't mind, I'd like to take a free action to offer a suggestion.
Okay.
Just, all right, strange inflated amphibian, line us up. I got a thing.
Okay. So line up with this.
Line up with the big one. Just make sure he's got a clear line of sight on it.
Okay. Well, there's a moonbeam. There's a moonbeam there. So 5, 10,
Wee, force
15.
movement.
20.
You're in the fire though. If you go
Oh wait,
there.
that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
The sails are catching fire, by the way, by this point.
Yeah, I figured. This was the goal.
Yeah, I'll just.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go here. There. She's in a line with us.
I'm technically sharing a space with this frog.
Yes, you are. and this frog is going to shoot laser beams.
25 hits.
Fuck!
13 damage.
Yeah, jeez. 16 hit? No.
No.
Well, okay, first one hits. That's a 13, so...
Yeah, you see it like its eye twitches and it like shakes its head.
Yeah, so... Let's see, check range. I went from here to there, so that's 20 feet. And I'm just gonna move 10 feet up.
Sweet.
Closer to the burning sails.
Yeah, but away from the... Oh, wait, no, she has wings.
So, that's your turn? And your
Yes.
summons? Okay. This one, because it's going to... What happens when it goes into the storm sphere, Scandal?
Let me see here. I gotta read it again, 1 second.
You know, just going off of the soundtrack.
Sphere... Go ahead, I'll read it to myself.
I was just going to say, the song is done with a hurdy-gurdy, and I always thought if I played a Warforged Bard, they would have the hurdy-gurdy built into their body.
Of course.
Yeah, I had a similar idea. Mine was a full-on one-man band set that would come out of his body at every possible crevice.
Oh god, big band.
Yep.
Big band.
My music teacher in high school, he had a clip that he took out from like a guitar magazine. It was like an ad for like the personals, not personals, but like selling equipment. It goes, one-man band breaking up, equipment for sale. And he thought it was so funny, he clipped it out of the magazine and kept it.
It was pretty good. So, if it ends its turn there, it has to take some bludgeoning damage, and it's also difficult terrain.
Okay. Yeah, even dashing it can only make it there.
Okay, so 2d6 if it has to make a strength save.
Strength save. 19?
Okay, that will pass, I believe, for what I have for Corano. Yep, that'll pass. Doesn't say it takes half damage, so it doesn't take anything, but it is difficult terrain. So.
Okay. Yeah, I was only able to get that far instead of getting right up in Quiet Heart's face like it was matter. Actually, that's the last survivor of that chunk. Wait, no, this one. And it's going to run up past the captain. And it is just going to be like underneath Del Zozer and Motai. Like, wait, no, I forgot. They have a ranged attack. Let's see. Who is it going to go after? Evens is Motai. Del Zozer. 17 hits. 5 piercing, 1 poison. Okay. So then it is Ioane's turn. Oh, actually,
let's
before
see.
your turn,
Mm-hmm.
the captain is going to use a monstrous action.
Oh.
Excellent.
As each one runs up to their speed towards the nearest thing to make an attack. Oops. Quiet Hearts is going to swing with a cutlass. 18.
Does not hit.
Okay. And then this one is... Oh, the whole thing. It's going to go under and do the spit again because it can't get up to you. It's just going to go after Belzozar again. Nope.
Oh. Froggy
those are-
laughter.
even with. Oh wait, no. The blood frenzy is only for melee. Then because you gave the shout, the rest of the crew arrives.
Oh fuck! I knew there was going to be more of them.
As pouring out of the portholes, avoiding the flames. You see. Oh god, there's so many of them. I have to move the layers. Come bursting out of the portals, bringing them onto the map, but they don't really get to. Okay, so Luana, your turn.
Excellent.
And
That
these-
spares me of what I was needing to do.
These groups are moving on the same initiatives as the previous group, just to keep things simple.
Okay.
Yeah, the south group is the fort team, and the north group is the initiative 5. Well, misses.
Damn.
Unless you're reckless.
Fuck it. I'll do it.
Okay, roll
You're
again.
gonna probably get advantage on me anyway with how the fight's going.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow. I guess I'll make my second attack.
oh my god!
What the fuck?
Oh,
the same
I'm off my
molds.
game.
Oh no, I'm here. I'm here, and the 12s are happening.
Oh no! You brought the 12s, VV.
Anything else for you, Yuane?
I am afraid not.
All right. Come on, your turn.
Ah, fantastic. Well, there's this one fellow right next to me who's probably nearly dead. So we'll just let him,
He's been hurt, but he's not like the 1 HP like some of them have been. That hits. 9 damage. Okay, still standing.
Oh, fantastic. I like it when they don't go down in one hit.
Yeah, that hits again. Oh, I almost took him out.
Well, that's fine.
3 HP.
That's fine.
Bonus action or anything?
No. I
Okay.
think being here with double paladin the side up will clear this apart, no problem.
And the Storm Sphere.
No, and the storm sphere.
And Corona. Your turn.
Okay. One second.
Speaking of Storm Sphere.
Right. The boss would just turn in the moonbeam still?
Oh, the captain. Yeah, they would have ended their turn at it. Yeah,
Oh shit, well,
I'm
let me
sorry.
roll that 2 damage real quick.
they failed. So now that they're the only one there.
Oh
yeah,
my
I was going to
God!
say now that they're
Now
the
that
only
they're-
one being hit by it.
Now that Ventra's not there, you can do this.
You were intentionally putting kid gloves on.
Oh god, because that was a Ragax sourced power. She was like, "No, don't hurt my Ventra."
I'm
Not
doing
my
this
baby.
and try to do as little as I can. Now you fucker.
So
It's like the eye was like wincing when Ventra was there, and now it's.
all right.
Oh.
So all of those right there.
Ooh.
Second, where are you? They need to make a con save.
Shatter.
Yeah, because I've decided that we're not saving this ship.
No.
So the two sailors failed
Okay.
because it was these two, right? And then the captain.
Yep. I could
Captain.
I could cast it just so it did not hit anybody over here.
Oh dang! They all failed.
They all failed. Oh damn! All right. So shatter.
After the ship burns out, we may be able to salvage the cannons if there's any cannons here.
Second, I have to.
You do see a ballista on the deck.
So,
Well, that one's-
And whatever mercantile stuff they had.
1, 3.
It's all crates of mouthwash.
No!
3, 4, 5.
I haven't even played that game. I know everything about it because it's one of those things where people on Tumblr had no chill about spoiling everything day one.
Yeah.
I've heard nothing about it, but I've seen the characters everywhere. That's about it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So all of them. I'm going to use my other channel divinity. I'm going to burn it on a 4th level shatter.
And that's how much?
40 damage.
Okay, so the sailors got wiped out. They just get shattered to pieces. And you do a very large chunk of damage to the captain.
Okay. And then bonus action. Lightning's gonna jump out, and I think, does everybody want me to hit the captain with this, or do you want me to try to take out little ones?
Up to you.
Captain's nasty.
Okay.
Yeah. The captain can make the others attack more.
You kind of got this side on lock, I'm going to be honest.
I'm gonna zap the captain if it hits.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Zappy.
Oof. That hurt it. Oh wait, actually, shit. It has resistance to lightning
Okay.
because it was originally a copper dragonborn.
That is fair. It's just, it's easy damage because it's a bonus action and it's right there.
Yeah. So half of 17 is 8. Okay. Anything else for you?
I'm going to move a little bit back over this way so I don't get targeted by any of the little ones and maybe lose concentration on that sphere.
Yeah, that sphere has really bottlenecked the battle.
Yeah, I forgot how fucking big it
Between
was.
that and the wall of fire.
Honestly, I could just move Moonbeam right here, and then this entire side is just blocked.
Oh god.
Like you're chasing Ventra with it.
Laser pointer with a kitten.
Except the laser pointer might fucking kill it.
Yeah, the laser pointer is fucking death.
It's a death laser.
Yeah, and instead of the cat chasing the laser, it's the laser chasing the cat.
How do you like it?
I have you now, Mr. Bond.
So, Mota, your turn.
Yay.
You're on top of
Okay.
a frog boulder.
Yes, I am. Okay. So my one big question is the captain wearing metal?
Ooh.
Uh,
I love when wizards ask that question.
I don't think. Would a merchant
The
captain
captain's
be
made of
wearing
metal, they're copper.
Yeah, they have copper scales. But
I'll
they're
allow
not
you
like, they're not wearing metal armor because they were.
If I remember the rules as written, the item must be manufactured.
Yep, I will make that
they
your
are
call
wearing
anyway.
clothing, so yeah, they probably have some metal on their person still.
Okay. All right then.
Cast heat
All
metal
right.
and no change.
I don't have that spell, but
Oh.
I'm gonna hop down onto the stairs and up here.
Oh,
You're
You're
gonna get
10
off my
feet in the
back?
air.
Yeah, I'm hopping down.
Okay, so dex save.
With your frail wizard bones.
5.
Okay,
All right.
unfortunately, you went prone. You only take a single point of damage.
Oh no, whatever shall I do? Okay. Okay, so I drop down here. half my movement to get back up. 15, 5, 10, 15. Good. I can still move exactly where I wanted to go.
Okay, and then the sailor that was right beneath Belzozar. Yes.
Misses. All right.
Phoebe's like, fuck it, I'm a guest character.
You're not the only one with no self-preservation.
Careful, you might get roped into being recurring.
All right, so bonus action, he just looks up at the sky for a moment, holds up his staff, clanks it down, and for a brief moment you could swear there are storm clouds gathering. I am going to activate my psionic staff.
Ooh.
Oh, nasty.
I need both of those people on the deck of the ship to make deck saves.
Oh boy. Well, I'm just gonna say that the sailor is dead because he had 1 HP.
Good to know. All right, and the
Because
captain. And
Captain.
since the captain has metal on them as you ruled, the DC for this, you're going to subtract 3 from what they roll. So that is a thorough failure.
That's an 11.
All right, well, I know they resist it, but that's some high AC to fight against. They're getting a level 4 lightning bolt.
Oh.
He just points
Fuck.
right at them. Tice the Tempest! And that will be 9d6.
Ouch!
I'd have a second Storm Rider, jeez.
Lightning
So
bolt's
go ahead and roll
fun.
damage.
All right, so 24 and 9, and I get to re-roll every 1 and 2. So that's 2 more d6 to replace them.
Holy shit.
That's much better. So that will... Oh, wait, 1 more on top of that. I missed one of them. Okay,
Fuck.
so
God.
that is 9 plus... That is a lot. All right. 9.
It's 20, 28, 30.
Well, either way, no matter how much it adds up to, it had 11 HP.
Good to know.
I think that's
But-
44.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's what I've just arrived at.
And you know how we were talking about how the sailors needed the Relentless?
Oh, she
Looking
has it.
at the
doesn't she?
character sheet, I already had this planned for him.
That's
So you
fine.
You hit him with the lightning bolt. She staggers back, and then you see as if channeling the lightning into itself, it launches it back. So,
Oh no, it's gonna hit
only
Ventra!
percentage.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
on.
Deck save.
Deck save. I'm actually decent at these. I'm fine. God, I have rolled very high on these.
Except
I'm
for the
fine.
ones to jump down from stuff.
Yeah, those are fine. I'm good. Look, he has a lot of sand inside of his body right now.
I want to be mean.
Of course.
Nah, then I'll Venture will avoid it. Leave it up to Quiet Hearts to finish the job.
Wait, what?
I was like, do I want to be mean and hit Venture too? Because it's a line that I could probably hit her with, but nah, I'll leave that for Quiet Hearts.
Oh no.
So, anything else for your turn?
No, I got nothing else I can do right now.
Yeah, it was like you were playing Windjammers, but with lightning, sending it back and forth for a second there.
The ping
Wait,
pong
I might be the
battle
only one
between
who's played
Link and
Windjammers.
Ganon.
Basically. Oh, that's how it is.
And is that all for your turn?
That is all I can do.
Ah. With advantage. You want A?
On who?
You want A?
Yay!
Is a 19 and 20 hit you?
Of course.
You are raging, so those are halved. Next one. Light and cutlass. So, 6 damage. And
Because
Come on.
I was reckless, so those will hit.
all right. But yeah, you're a barbarian, so you're resisting him. Actually, Rayan,
Yes.
this one, you see its throat pouch expand as it spits a quill. at you.
Ow! Ow!
12 damage. Unless you have poison resistance.
Unless what?
Unless you have poison resistance, but I don't think you do.
Wait, actually, I think I do. No, wait.
You have
Let
acid
me double check.
resistance.
Yeah, I do have acid resistance.
Well, no, this is poison.
Oh, poison. No, yeah, that hurts.
So 12 damage. And this one is just going to ish. The captain's turn. Now very hurt. Wait, is it at the top of its turn with the moonbeam?
If you end the turn or enter for the first time on that turn, which they have not.
It
I'm
runs
just
underneath Del Zozar, so Del Zozar can make an attack of opportunity. Oh, wait, no. Del Zozar would be too high up. Oh, no,
Tempted
they're
me to-
large, so... yeah, I'll let Del Zozar... No.
Well,
Del
never.
Zozar won't have a
It's
chance.
attack. It's attack space, and Del Zozar has range now, so
Yeah, but it's going after...
you don't activate an attack of opportunity because you've not left Del Zozar's threat space.
Right. Okay, so, Motai.
Yay.
The captain, not appreciating being zapped when lightning seems to be their thing, goes in
Oh,
for
no.
a full flurry. 18.
I'm gonna burn my last first level to shield again.
God!
Okay, and then second swipe.
Misses
miss.
again. Misses all three.
Okay, yeah, this thing is
So-
just furiously trying to get through your magical wards.
I'm gonna flavor it that the lightning that it shot back that I originally shot at it, I just absorb it and turn it into a shield around myself.
No, you!
It's like,
Excellent.
yeah, not so fun, is it?
Playing ping pong with the monster.
Okay, Ryoko, your turn.
All right.
Help me.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Into the fray. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Damn it. Well,
I mean,
Do I-
you have advantage because Yowane's in range with it.
yeah.
Critical hit.
Go ahead, roll
Sneak
sneak
attack.
attack.
Yep.
Which is doubled
Sneak
too,
attack!
I believe.
Oh, yeah, so
Thank
roll
God
another
that was a
4d6.
shit roll.
Dang. So that's 20 for sneak attack. Messed up. Hold on. Trying to do math. Oh yeah, this one you from full health to dead. Assassination attack. Oh wait, were you using? Oh yeah, you would get the extra poison because these are technically aberrations.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Nice. Hey, anything else for you, Ryoko?
Nope, that's good.
All right. Quitters. Actually, at the end of Ryoko's turn, because the Dragonborn captain's probably not going to be able to do this again.
And she is fucking not going down without a fucking fight.
Uses her other monstrous action to leap.
Oh fuck, she's
Ooh.
Fucking Dragoon dropping.
Yep,
Lord.
directly onto Amon.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
I do think that
Oh.
hits. Yeah.
Welcome to the Paladin
Even with the
life, my friend.
Wakizashi.
Oh, I forgot about the Wakizashi.
So,
Yeah, no,
yeah,
that's
you
the
can add
hit.
your proficiency to your AC. Would that block
Oh.
the 21?
Proficiency. 19. No, it would not block a 21.
Well, as a reaction, I will Guardian Coil you.
Okay, so you would be able to reduce some of the damage you take from this
Yes.
14 or 10 slashing for lightning.
Okay.
Where is it? Guardian. Where'd you go? Ah. Minus
Okay.
7.
Okay, so it has the damage of that.
Yeah. The
Okay.
tentacle reaches out and, just softens the blow into you.
Quiet Arts, now it's your turn. As this thing put itself right next to you.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna take one swing at the little guy, though. Should I? Given my history of missing, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna swing at the big one first, like Captain. Normal roll. Oh,
Yeah,
lovely.
got it. Dead.
All right. It just the Quiet Heart special, just a swing at the head, and just the head launches off the body.
Nice hit, bud.
Sometime you're going to do that, the head's going to get stuck to the spikes of the Morning Star.
Probably.
But, yeah, how do you want to take out the captain?
I'm gonna say kind of the same thing. Just reel back the full swing golf. The full golf swing, like hits right into like the chin. The whole body lifts off the ground for like a split second, and the head just spins off in the distance.
Jeez.
Well, put something horrible beside a paladin. Doesn't last long. Speaking of, time to move Moonbeam. Hello, friends. 60 feet on Moonbeam is amazing, by the way. I think that's 60 feet. Yeah, it's 60 feet.
Get mooned.
Can't seem to move the scribble. Oh, now I can.
I don't understand. Where's my Moonbeam? Where is it? There it is. Yeet.
On saves.
Gun save for 5 damage. Half on that one dude. 2, I guess. And 5 damage to the other guy.
Alright, anything else for you?
Let's see, I still have my movement. So I'm going to move. Actually, I'm going to stay where I am. So I'm going to move over just a bit. So me and Amon are kind of walling anything that runs this way.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'll end turn.
Rayan, your turn.
Okay. Seeing everything finally, on this side finally cleared up, and our new friend seeming.
There is
relatively
one
safe.
straggler on this side right here.
I'll get him. Don't
Oh.
worry about him.
Yeah, don't worry about him.
Just one little
Over
guy.
here, these three. I need these three down here to make dex saves.
Another lightning bolt.
Nope. Oh my god! Oh my god! What the fuck?
So one fails, the other 2 save. The closest one
Wait.
fails. Just,
Wait, it rolled six times.
That's the earlier
Oh, I
ones
see.
from the Moonbeam.
Okay.
yeah, the cons were Quiet Hearts. Moonbeam.
Yeah, okay. My bad. Cause Ryan looks over and goes to say something to Ioane. And then there's a gurgle and she pauses for a second. Oh, that was weird. And then she goes to talk again, and it spits out a giant glob of acid. So I cast Vitriolic Sphere.
Ooh.
I can relate.
Yeah, that's how I was feeling earlier. I thought so bad I tried eating.
I don't feel so
Okay.
good.
Oh god, that's not even enough dice. Hold on. No, don't do that. Ignore that. Oh, actually, no, don't ignore that one.
Ignore me!
Okay.
They take 4 damage.
It'll take 28 for the one that failed.
Hey,
Yo.
almost
The one
killed
that
it.
failed takes 28 acid damage. The ones that succeeded take 14. It's just coughs up this glob of acid that then just fucking explodes into more acid all over them. And Raiden's hand goes to her mouth. Excuse me?
Excuse me.
And the one that failed, at the end of its next turn, it'll take more acid damage.
Okay.
Which one failed, by the way?
The one closest to Yuane. Barely
Okay.
standing.
Bonus action. Tentacle's going to move move here. Actually, right here, so I can help you on next round. Tentacle up the deep. Now, oh my god!
Which one are you hitting?
The power of Hansi compels you.
I fancy this one.
Snaps it on the ass.
Dents the metal.
9 damage.
God, Sarah and I still laugh about that kill.
They snapped a tentacle across the guy's ass and dented the metal in his armor.
We joked it was a Mortal Kombat fatality.
Oh no.
His tailbone.
Just
Oh,
shatters the tailbone up into the spine.
It's fucked up.
alright, Dozozer's gonna come over here. This one is gonna get a blast.
Which one?
This one that just got fucking smacked in the
Okay.
ass. Damn. Is that enough?
Hansi is
Yeah.
here with us.
You see it gurgle as it again foams at the mouth and like blood runs from its eyes before it falls over.
No.
Psychic damage is
Right.
fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
Okay, that hits.
11.
Still standing.
How bad does it look?
3rd health.
Okay.
of its
Now, for Ventra, let's see. 1 HP.
And a dream.
Fly into the flames like
Got
a
it.
moth. Oh my god.
Um,
Are you going after that one by Yuane?
yes. She's gonna try and take a sippy.
Alright, go for it.
I'm just trying to not let her land in the fucking moonbeam.
The moth yearns for the flame.
Okay, Ventra, let's see if you can fucking... do you hit?
Oh.
Oh, no.
No, unfortunately not.
It sees the moonbeam and panics at the last second.
This is
Yeah.
not Ventra's day.
And then she, like, just lands on Johanna's arm and, like, does little bird pants.
This bird has clearly seen some shit.
Oh, now it's turn.
Okay, so this one 30 feet and then half speed.
Takes damage.
Bludgeoning,
Strength
right?
save, I believe.
It needs a save,
Exactly.
yeah. There is a...
Failed with a 13.
Yep. Okay, so let me see here. Let me see. 2d6. It's not a lot of bludgeoning, but still.
Doesn't seem to realize that it's like one of the only ones surviving.
That or it doesn't matter to it.
It's also hitting that spear. I get advantage
Yep.
to hit it with this attack.
Oh, nice. So, Ioane.
Oh.
Feels like exhausted landed on your arm.
God, the size difference between enraged Ioane and Ventra, it's just like a little pom-pom on his shoulder.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't even notice.
Which one were you hitting?
This one over here.
Okay.
One in front of you.
Wants
or the
to
one
drag
over
it
here?
into the moonbeam.
Oh, okay.
Well, as you yank it, its dead form through the air because it only had 10 HP. It gets charred by the time it goes through the moonbeam towards you and drops at your feet.
Lord.
Oh, man.
There's still this
As
one
for
left.
the... Oh, yes, I'll get to that motherfucker.
He was covered in acid, by the way, that is slowly eating through him.
And just being burned, apparently.
If it could
Oh,
make
yeah, that
facial expressions, it would be a sad face.
Just looks over your one.
Yeah, I was going to say you
Kill
didn't need to roll HP or damage because it had 2 HP.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know how many of these ended up, like, hanging on at 1 or 2 HP. It's ridiculous this
it's
entire fight.
yeah. You have
relentless
to give
Nicky
them
Cannon.
I guess 35 HP was like a good average to give them.
Uh,
That cluster is down. This is the only one left. Come on, your turn.
You can't
Oh, fair
see.
enough.
Unless you wanted to move or bonus action, you want
no, I'm good. I speared one man and then I punched another one's head off.
to.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
its neck was not. The acid kind of helped with the removal of that part.
vitriolic sphere is fun.
But I
I'm
think you need to
gonna-
make a strength save by going into it.
Only if he ends there.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. So we're gonna approach this fella.
That hits. Okay. Still standing. That hits. Still standing. Barely. Down to single digits.
Fantastic.
God.
Can I add a smite to that?
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. Let me cast a spike because I don't ever remember how much it does.
Yeah, 2d6 plus whatever level of spell you crank into it.
Yep. I just needed to remember it's been a second. Branding smite. Level 2. Why not? Just an extra 10.
How do you want to do it to finish them off?
I think just a nice clean crack to the middle of the skull. Just a nice thwack.
All
And
right.
then Mom just walks out. Got that one. We're good.
We'll drop that sphere then.
Yeah, you wait a few more seconds listening, and there seems to be no more of the frenzied crew. Hooray!
Hooray! Shit, that was a good fight.
Yeah.
As for first words out of his mouth. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What was that? What happened? What?
Corona's gonna land on the deck next to this guy and go, Can you please turn that fire off?
Yeah, I was gonna ask if that was still going.
Vivi.
Oh no.
Vivi!
We can't hear you
Toasted
again.
again. Too powerful.
Oh my god.
There we go. All right, yes. I'm quiet for so long, I guess it just decides to not make me say anything out loud. All right. Just looks over and it's like, sorry, I was lost in thought. Snaps his fingers and the wall of fire extinguishes. The sails are probably still burning, though.
Yeah, it's not going to be
There's no
moving
putting
from here
that out.
anytime soon.
I'm sure that'll be all right.
It got shattered right here.
Yeah, we can fix that. It's a mostly intact ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a hole in
make
the
it
deck
fix
here, but yeah, it's not a scuttle. It's not a completely totaled ship. But congratulations. You have just encountered you just had your first taste of a frenzied tide.
Oh, the
Yeah.
fuck that means.
I like that you included a scorch mark here where the skull exploded. It's a nice
Mhm.
detail.
I'm
Thank
going to.
Yeah, I actually made this map.
Yes.
Oh god, how far? Is there any fire on the deck, or is it just on the sails?
That was burning for a while, so
I'm gonna cast Create Water above some of the fire.
yeah, to cause the to rain down. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd say you'd be able to put out the majority of the fire with that. Stop the boat from completely catching.
Dilzozar looks at you, Moti, and just croaks.
Couldn't agree more, my friend. Well, you seem like a creature of superior intelligence. Turning to look at Carano.
Okay.
Can I get up here?
You're probably going to need to find like a ladder or
Oh,
rope.
wait, Dilzozar comes over. Oh no.
Looks at the awfully throwable woman.
You also have that magic rope.
Oh yeah. But Raven's like looking at the side like, hey, how do I gotta get up there. And then I see you coming up behind her, Raven.
I was gonna say, Quetter just flaps up. But, you know,
I'm not.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to carry her up. Okay.
they don't have very strong wings. Remember, they can't do that.
Fair. Then Delzozar carries her up.
Not one for
Come
bragging,
on.
but is there something I can
Next
You
do?
can just
time.
gravel up.
Next time.
I can make dexterity or acrobatics checks if you'd like.
Yeah, do an acrobatics to try and climb it. Oh yeah, no problem. You scrabble up there very quickly.
Hi there. Who are you?
Salutations. You are speaking with the Mobile Operational Telemetrical Intelligence Mark V.
What?
Most people call me Motai.
Oh,
Blinks.
Motai, thank you for the help.
Multi-V.
Can you type out your the full name, please?
Oh, Motai. What salutations mean?
Hello.
It's a fancy way of saying hello.
Oh.
Yes, one reserved for a certain amount of decorum in certain situations.
Okay.
A bond of brotherhood
you
in
don't
battle
feel
is
alarmed
certainly
for
a
this whole thing?
fitting case for such a thing.
I had to reposition you. Damn it, I can't get rid of the storm sphere. It's not letting me select it.
Sorry, I can't do it either. It's not letting me get it either.
Well, I was the one who drew it out there.
The storm
god
god has decided it's permanent now.
That's probably me.
Nice to meet you. I'm sorry about your crew.
What? Oh, no, I was cargo.
What?
Yeah, I think they thought I was a battery pack or something. They stashed me down in the cargo hold in spite of my numerous protests. Looking over at the charred bodies over there.
What? Why would they do that?
I don't know, but alas, I am small. They did not listen.
Ahmad nods knowingly.
I believe in some circles, perhaps in their culture, a construct such as myself might be considered property and not have sapient rights. But they're dead now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we have do we call them constructs or forged here?
Either
So,
works.
Okay.
It just
We
kind of
have,
depends individually.
Yeah, we have some other constructs living on the island.
Ah, splendid. Nice to be involved in a proper, forward-thinking society.
And you can think for yourself. I don't see why you should be property.
Some people are weird.
I mean,
What's
Oh,
weird
okay.
is what the fuck happened to all those sailors.
Yeah, it was.
I'm not the only one who noticed that they became tideborne, right?
I don't know what the fuck they were. They were mean though.
No, Johanna, look at how their bodies are formed.
Yeah, Motai,
I
we
know,
got
but I've never
first-hand
seen a
look at
tide
seeing
boat
them
that
mutate.
nasty.
Yep. What were you saying, Sarah?
You got a first-hand account of seeing them mutate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They were normal enough once. Then they started getting all snarly and all growing new limbs and the like, and then they started turning on each other.
You seem
Yeah.
fine though.
Yeah. Indeed, quite large humanoid down there. But you do me the honor of catching me. I have fallen many times today.
Oh, sure.
I mean, does Ozark could give you a lift?
I mean, that used to be
dare
part of
not
my job description.
I dare not impose. And he just steps off of the deck, just T-posing.
Oh, man.
Ronnie's tall enough; he could probably just lift up his hand and have you step onto it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm confused. That was like the primal tide, right? Did you guys notice that?
Yes, I noticed that. Where's he going?
What? Where are you going?
Just gonna walk into the waves like Godzilla.
Just to get a lay of the land.
Well,
And also, I need to recharge.
We can show you what.
Just plants his staff into the water, and the current of electricity just flows into him a little bit. And I'm gonna start using arcane recovery.
Fair.
Fucking water wheel.
We can show you around the island. You don't need to go off and look yourself. This place can be a little dangerous.
Oh, that's out.
It's much less now than when we got here, but yeah.
What was the name of the place involved? I'm sorry, my circuits required focus on battle, and I could not record the information.
Rondo.
Interesting. Location unknown, which must mean I am quite far off course, or either as close to on course as I've ever been.
You have cartography skills, right?
I sure do.
If you want to roll that, just to
right.
get an idea, maybe.
All right, I have cartographer's tools. Gonna roll that right now. 10. I am going to use my auto gnome thing to add on another D4 to that.
Okay.
That's embarrassing. Okay, 13's a little better.
That would be enough. Rondo, you remember seeing on a map? It was sort of close to the route that the ship was having to take to avoid the conflict. But
Gotcha.
It's like, oh yeah, this is definitely off the route that you wanted to go.
So I am, like, how catastrophically off course am I in terms of my actual destination?
Not too bad, actually. This would just be like a detour to get there from where you were coming from to where you were going.
Gotcha.
It just added more time.
Nods for a moment, just looking up at the sky, just regarding surroundings. All right, this has not gone completely to an unsalvageable quantity. I can work with this. This is hardly the worst detour I've ever found. Tell you about the time I ended up in the stomach of a whale.
There was a whale here.
Well, I doubt it was the same one.
No, it was a
That would
young
be
whale.
the odds of that would be astronomically improbable.
Yeah, this one was a younger whale.
Yeah. No, yeah, it was a young whale.
He just sits down on a log and just start pulling out, unscrewing a watertight cap and regarding a series of maps. All right.
Excuse me, Moti?
Motai, yes, but Moti
Motai?
is fine. Whatever you wish.
You mentioned you were with an order?
Yes, Curator's Order. I am an observational unit designed for the acquisition of data about...
About
What is your particular stance on the activities of the Curator Order?
I think we've only had a small run-in with them, but they seem like they have good intentions.
I see.
And we did find there's one of you on the island, and we found another who got trapped in a vault and passed away. Rain will fish out those papers, fish out.
Yep, I told headquarters, stop sending out organics.
Yeah, Rain, like you see her pull out a tome and start flipping through pages, and then just like grabs some and pulls them out.
Yeah, do an Arcana check for me, Motai. She pulls
Yay.
out this strange book.
18.
Ooh.
You've never seen one of these in person? What? I swear you might have. You've read of books like these, because looking at it closer, the book is like iridescent cover, and it just looks like it's a collection of many different types of books that have either been like ripped out of their bindings and shoved in here, or loose papers. To your eye, this would probably be the worst kept wizard's book that you've ever seen. But the way she's like flipping through it, and you kind of like glance at it, and there's a slight twinge in your servos, and you're like, "Oh fuck! This might be similar to an Astrium Arcanum."
Astrium Arcanum, okay.
And a type of tome with an 18 you would know, especially being a curator, the DC is lower for you.
Yep.
An Astrium Arcanum is kind of... It was the name of the book that the curator order knows, and it sort of like tinged their opinion on others. So they just kind of refer to similar tomes in this. This is a type of book that, if it's similar to the Astrium Arcanum, can pull knowledge from beyond the sphere, beyond this sphere, but because of that, they are both incredibly valuable, but incredibly dangerous for the untrained. And she's just here pulling out papers, flipping through like a journal.
I do not mean to alarm you, creature. Name, unknown, name, query, please.
My name is Rayan.
Rayan, logged in, recorded. Rayan, do you know what you are holding there?
My book?
Your book? It is yours then?
Yeah.
How came you by this?
It's complicated.
It's up to you to answer. What is that?
It's complicated?
I'm actually quite good at quantum processing. I think I could take it.
See, I don't have memory from before I came to this island. My companions here fished me out of the water, and I had it with me.
Another pitfall of organics. Your random bouts of amnesia.
I'm going to roll a deception.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose to automatically not insight this, so let's just see how convincing that lie is.
Yeah, I just want to see how... Yeah, 11.
Great.
The rest of the group's like, oh, Rayan, that's such a bad lie.
But it worked.
You're lucky
Yes.
he's a robot.
Pitfalls of organics. If I suddenly had memory lapses, I could fix them. You know what you're holding there.
But if you had memory, like if you didn't have memory, you wouldn't remember that they were missing, so you couldn't know to fix them.
What an organic answer. Do you mind if I take a look at that?
You probably don't want to.
Hand is
Eldritch
still held out,
Armor
just
meeting
completely
of
still.
a
Last
robot
time-
wizard.
Last time when someone did that, their nose started bleeding.
Yeah, wasn't
I
that
lack
you,
a nose,
Rainbow?
and I
It
lack
was
blood.
Ryoko, yeah.
Like nose and blood. Also
Yeah.
self-preservation instincts. I don't have any of those.
By the way, how's everyone feeling about this weird little metal man?
Chrono's cool.
She's
I'm
happening.
used to
Good.
Go ahead.
majority of my life. I've dealt with small and really intensely weird weirdo short people. So
Yeah.
This is
It's
just how
nice to
short
have
people
someone
are.
in my size class.
Rayan will hesitantly extend the book.
Just like Cryhurst is just watching them closely.
This is not Ryoko's first time seeing a mechanical person. And there's weirder shit in the world, so she's
Especially
just
considering what
gonna,
happened to the boat.
yeah. So I'm just gonna let this one slide.
Just gonna play this one out.
Alright. So just with the book in my hands, there's just little crackles of electricity and the exposed mustachio wires. Does this seem to be the legit article looking closely at it?
If you want to do an investigation or another Arcana check, you can.
Excellent. Alright.
Now, I will say, because I will say you probably know this, there will be a save involved. Because you recall that there being a risk when using an Astrium Arcanum or similar tome.
Okay. I'm just trying to discern if it actually is one or not, like up close.
Okay. Yeah, then an Arcana.
Okay, I am good at those. 10. I'm going to use the auto-gnome thing again. 14 now.
It's definitely not a copy of the Astrium Arcanum, or Astronomicon. Anyway,
Mhm.
Astrium Astronomicon, that was the actual name.
Astronomicon, gotcha.
That's a cool
Yeah,
name.
and
I, the Emperor.
but this is, I can't remember. Rand, does it have a title, or is it just
It's the
that weird?
Chromaticon.
Yeah, it says on the front the Chromaticon.
In deep
Alright,
speech. So,
Oh yeah, you might not be able to read it. Yeah, it's written in this
If-
strange language, but
I have comprehend languages. It's like, language not found. Give me 10 minutes. And he just sits down, just completely goes still like he just fucking died.
I could just tell you.
buffering.
I could just tell you what it says.
Downloading language patch.
For some people, it's better that they find out on their own.
So, while he takes the 10
But,
minutes to do that, what are the rest of you doing with this wreck?
Yeah, so, what the fuck happened? You said some dude smashed a skull?
Yeah, what happened there?
Do you remember the infernal dragonborn looking fellow?
Yeah, the one who just kind of seemed very bored with everything and didn't even bother fighting.
He appeared, threw down one of those golden or aurum coated skulls, and this happened, and then he left again and said Glayaza sends her regards.
Oh, of course.
So
Oh.
next time we kill him.
It doesn't matter. He's
No,
demonic. He can just come back.
So
Well, you
next
know
time
what?
we kill
I'm
him.
more concerned that that's apparently what they've been looking up in that fucking lab of theirs.
No, that was what the Aboleth was doing. The Aboleth was making these.
Yeah, with their help.
Yeah, with their help. But wait, okay. So does that mean that the energy outside the skulls being activated was energy from the Anzu, which functioned similarly to energy of the Primal Tide, creating similar entities
Well-
that acted different?
Well, look, we're dealing with pearls in, like, Aurum. Aurum stuff, they remember you guys saying, and it really intensifies magic, but pearls, that's dead shit. That's necromancy.
But that wasn't
You do
necromancy.
have
They weren't
you
dead.
do have an incomplete one of those that the
Mhm.
aboleth was in the process of making.
Yeah.
Yeah, something is not adding up.
No, if it was, instead of using necromantic energy, it used energy similar to like something aberrant. Like theoretically, that would instead of making them into undead, it would make them into something more aberrant. So
Oh, Corona.
Yes.
Since you're up on the deck and you saw where it was smashed, you could find a few remnants of the skull pearl that didn't get, scorched
Okay. Yeah, I'll
or
grab those.
carbonized.
If anybody has more
Yeah.
arcana than me, you can help me figure out what the hell is going on.
I do.
You. It's not
When I'm
very
done,
big
I
chunks,
can
but
above game, but
yeah.
You are. You're,
I am committed to this bit.
So yeah, you
I'm-
gather up some of these pieces. It's like
Yeah.
a portion of one of the eye sockets, some of those, crown.
Yeah.
When it impacted, it seemed to have really shattered, and plus then it got scorched by a wall of fire.
Yeah, there was a lot of things happening to this skull.
I would like to roll Arcana.
Okay, and quite hurts if you look at it with detect magic. It has that lingering thing. Like you've seen the marbles that Ryoko uses. It has that lingering charge. It's like whatever enchantment it had has expect, and you're just seeing the residual heat basically.
Gotcha.
So
23.
okay, and as you take some of these pieces of it, and you realize that this was a humanoid skull at its core. Before you can see some of the layers that could have been arcana. You can see some of the layers. There's the bone, then there's the nacra from the pearl, but then the alternating layers of marasite and aurum in incredibly thin layers. It's like they were dipped or something.
Like this would be amazing craft work were it not,
It is amazing craft work. It just
The thing
happens
is,
to be
it
a
doesn't
weapon
even
of
look like
death.
it's craftwork. It looks like it was melted or grown, if that could be even used for alloys. But you saw the lab or the rituals that the aboleth was conducting, and it was up to some weird stuff. But the curious thing, though, is you find I don't know what this part of the skull is called, but it's like the back part of your skull where you can kind of like the crown of the skull, where it's the inside where the brain cavity would be.
Yeah.
You realize that the interior of what the skull cavity would have been, it looks like it might have been a geode of construct. But when you look at these strange crystalline growths, almost tumor-like, growing from the inside of the skull, you touch them and they just crumble. It's like the slightest touch and they just crumble to dust like they're carbonized.
Oh.
Whatever expelling of energy, these things are just scraps now. But you
The hell are we looking at?
reaching in and touching that. But that 23, yeah, there is some lingering energies that feels vaguely familiar, but just corrupted. You've met other Tideborn, actual Tideborn, not being Rayan being a unique thing. But there are Tideborn in the island, and you've met some of them, and you have, but it's just, it feels corrupt.
Yeah, she's looking
Where
at it.
it was stable, and it felt stable maybe just after generations of being Tideborn, it just stabilized for them. But this just feels chaotic and corrupt.
Yeah. So is my theory that it's made in that whatever this is a similar process to what made the Tideborn initially? Just
You don't have enough information to make a.
But we do
That's
know
a, that's
someone
a
who could
that's a
help.
possible theory for it,
yeah.
but you don't have enough evidence to prove or disprove it yet.
Okay.
Good thing we know some scientists.
And by this point, yeah, you'd. Oh, come on. Sorry, just people revving their engines obnoxiously. But yeah, you can comprehend it, and it says the Chromaticon.
Ding, there's just a
Book of
little like
colors.
microwave beeping sound to signify that he's done. Stands back up. Grammaticon. Understood.
Yeah,
Hands it right back to you.
Oh, thanks.
I just got the mental picture of a little auto gnome printing labels out of its mouth. Just smacks it on. It's like, there, now everyone can understand what it is.
Or you know what? It could be a book of many colors.
Ha.
Har, har, har.
Just the you carry a very powerful magical relic. You must be a spellcaster of great renown.
I am a spellcaster, but I don't know about renown.
There's a
Nonsense.
frog holder looming nearby like an ominous
Yeah.
balloon.
It's nonsense. No uncultured root could come across such a thing and wield it without simply going mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ray, you would know that Ventroke was the previous owner.
Yes.
You gathered that from his letter he left you, knowing his death was upon him.
Yeah. Go mad.
You have a ship and some bodies to inspect.
Sure do.
How about somebody fly back to the
Actually,
village and
speaking
let them
of
know?
flying, you hear a fluttering of wings. I was actually going to get to this, but you hear a fluttering of wings, and you look over as Neri cautiously approaches, like keeping a good distance for calling out, and goes, "You all good?"
No, we're live.
It's all clear.
Salutations.
And you see this. Neri is this younger harpy woman, probably like, don't know how much experience Motai has with harpies, but like late teens, early adulthood. But harpies are actually one of they are like most D&D settings where they just kill and eat everything. Harpies are just another people in this setting.
Yep, I gathered as such.
This is Motai. He's part of the curator order, right?
Correct.
Oh, also, yeah. Here, she hands you papers.
And she hands you a stack of papers you realize are like a collection of notes. Would have been more put together, but you can see these have been, exposure and like water damage. But you recognize them as from the neat way it's written, and just I can't remember the name of the guy. I looked for it in my notes, but I couldn't find it. But yeah, it's signed as a member of the curator order. I don't know if actually, if you want, do an intelligence check to see if you might recognize this name.
General intelligence. Okay. I am
Or
fine with this going either way.
Or a history. Yeah, history.
I'm way better at those. 30.
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah, you definitely recognize this name. I'm going to have to come up with one. This was one of the other 4 leading members studying the Zanlik. You've never met him face to face, but he was always like one of those people you wanted to like get together and exchange notes with and theories with. So hearing that he was found dead on this island is kind of a sad thing.
Sounds. This detour might have some motives there. This detour might just bear fruit after all.
Let me
Just
come up
flips
with
through it, scanning it all. You've happened upon something quite special here. That member of the Order. Quite esteemed, this one. An expert on their certain field. Not the same field as I, per se, so my interest has never been as entirely consuming, but certainly admire their note-taking techniques.
The poor man, he was stuck in a Marician vault, right? That's what it was?
Yep.
That was,
Yes.
yeah, that was her too, like everyone else. Yeah.
Again,
Yeah, Marician vault.
the pitfall of requiring sustenance. I could have remained in there indefinitely.
Okay, listen.
Such a
It's
shame.
a little rude talking about how your nature makes you inherently better.
I don't say I'm inherently better, just that I could have lived when they did not.
So the guy's name was Bregram Gruz.
Maester Gruz. You shall be missed. The Order would love to know of the facts of his passing.
Oh, so yeah, he was locked in and he was trying to break out, but his wand didn't have enough firepower.
What a shame. Such minds are so valuable, so easily missed once they're gone. And what was the word you used for what he was studying?
A
the
Marician
Zanlight.
vault. Oh,
Say again,
Yeah, it was
Sarah?
what we just the Zanlik is what we discussed previously.
Danlick work. Well, most valuable cause this. At least his cause will not die with him.
Yeah, that word doesn't ring a bell for any of you.
what was that?
Danlick, what he was
What's that?
studying.
What is
Yeah.
it?
Oh, lost civilization of some kind. Does not directly pertain entirely to my directives, but it was periphery enough to where I was able to study it to an extent. But it ran its course for what I could learn from it.
Ray, you do have a relic that guy was carrying.
Yeah. Rain will reach into her D&D character hyperspace storage and pull out this odd little stone.
Yeah, and you would definitely recognize it from. You haven't seen one in person, but you've seen sketches and accounts of them. This definitely seems to be of Zanlik creation because it has that strangely seamless. Well, I mean, there are seams, but it's like it's carved from stone, but it shifts and moves as if it's a articulated piece of clockwork. Not like actively moving, but like right. You like the group you've seen it. It was originally in one state, but now it's partially like shifted to a different
'Cause we found the
configuration.
pedestal for it.
Yeah.
That's a Zanlick artifact, all right.
Yeah, it was on his person, and while I've been able to identify certain important parts of it, I know that there's charging stations for it, and I've activated one of them. But I suppose if it's if you belong to someone of your order, you probably want it.
You have done the Curator Order a great service, Brian.
Thank you. So do you want the relic?
I mean, I certainly wouldn't mind. I don't know the next time I'll be passing by headquarters, though.
Well, I'm going to be adventuring, so the chances of me running into more ways to charge this are probably higher than you going in one direction.
Do it yourself, if that's what you want. It doesn't
Yeah.
relate to my particular field of study.
I am very curious, admittedly.
I've already made a copy of the notes. You may hold on to them as well, should you require them.
Okay.
Aspiring minds like yours should be nurtured by all the knowledge they can have.
Sorry, jeez.
I mean, I do want to learn everything I can. That's why I'm here.
The Curator Order could use more bright young minds like yours.
Maybe I'll look into that once we're off the island.
Well, consider yourself commended by one Mobile Operational Telemetrical Intelligence Mark V. Did you get that?
Thank you.
Oh no, the hiccups are back.
Oh no.
Oh.
Thank you very much, Motai.
Splendid. Oh, right. There's a whole group of you.
Yes.
Salutations.
So
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
Splendid.
again, thank you for
This is-
your assistance.
Oh, thank you for your assistance. I doubt they would have eaten me, but I still would likely have expired and met a most terrible end.
Yeah, because,
Oh God.
it was nuts.
Yeah. That turned them into Tideborn, but vicious Tideborn. Does-
Yeah.
Does anyone know about, like, are there stories of when the Tideborn first came to be? Were they violent at first?
Is that something I would know anything about?
Sorry, I'm trying to get rid of these hiccups. Oh God,
I get
Oh,
it.
no.
it's like a punch in the diaphragm each
Oh,
time.
the stabbies. I hate those.
Oh God.
Oh God. But sorry. Which were you? Original Primal Tide.
Yeah. Or
That's
the
fine,
stories
no.
of the original Tideborn being like violent when they were first born.
You want to roll a history?
Sure.
That is a historical event.
I will
18.
poke you and cast guidance.
Oh, cool.
20.
That makes that a 21.
21. God,
God, the crit 31. Fuck.
hiccups. So, the historical accounts of the original Primal Tide, because it was so long ago, and during a time of like just general chaos, there's not a lot of recorded history. A lot of it is passed down through oral history, or I guess basically oral history, because there wasn't a lot of record keeping then. There wasn't people making paper and cataloging stuff, just because most societies were reduced to floating on the sea in massive flotillas. When the Primal Tide came there, and people started to mutate into the Tideborn, there was violence, against them out of fear and retaliatory, because these people were like, I don't know why I'm turning into this, but why you're attacking me, so I have to defend myself. But there did not, with the oh my God, with the 21, there wasn't. You don't really
The tide
recall
didn't
anything
make them
like this.
crazy.
No
Yeah,
record of
yeah.
them being feral.
Right.
Okay. Just
But-
thanks for a moment.
But it also did affect non-humanoids, like livestock and animals also.
I mean, the
Also-
Anzu.
Yep.
Yeah. But the thing is, and actually, oh God, these hiccups are going to kill me. I'm sure this is wonderful to listen to.
I just feel sad.
In the case of the Anzu, it was still following a lot of animal instincts. It was
But it was
just
like-
kind of weird.
Yeah. And
All the evidence points to the contrary on that front. There's though the records are scarce, there are no current records I'm aware of Tideborn recorded incidents involving feral entities such as this one.
Okay. But they still. She'll go over to one of the bodies and like crouch next to it. They look like Tideborn. They're built like Tideborn are. Which you might pick up on the fact that she's using Tideborn in like a separate fashion, like it doesn't include her when she looks like a Tideborn.
Well, to just kind of state the obvious, the aboleth was doing some. The aboleth's responsible for charging these things. So maybe, I don't know, it just kind of put a little bit of itself into those skulls.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
There are many ways to approximate a body shape without being the exact creature.
Well, no, yeah, but this is a very specific kind of change.
I am
It's
aware.
so
I am saying you can change a creature to resemble a dragonborn, but it would not make it a dragonborn, technically. These creatures resemble Tideborn, but they may not be Tideborn, technically.
they're at least related.
Whatever's happened to them, it's clearly aberrant.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryoko, you definitely got that vibe. These were unnatural. You use the Argent Venom Blade to stab that one. It reacted that way that you felt it react when near like fiends and other outsiders. Ugh.
Well, like, if the primal tide is like one flavor of like a weird juice, then maybe it's just like a different flavor.
Yeah, so if the primal tide came something similarly aberrant in nature to, say, the aboleth, this theoretically it comes from a similar origin, being something aberrant, but instead it's the aboleth instead of whatever caused the original primal tide.
See, what I'm wondering is like, where the fuck do the devils enter this?
I mean,
Because, I mean, all the devils we've met, they're pretty nasty, but like most of them have their wits about them.
yeah, but what would make this plane easier to invade than to turn the natives feral?
Well, why? I mean, why would the devils just want to kill a bunch of people? I mean, just typically devils want your soul or something, right? So you got to make deals, or like you got to damn them through certain stuff.
No.
I mean,
Sometimes they wish to own what you have.
Yeah, if you just like,
Not
I don't know, like killing your own livestock, just kind of seems like a bad business.
I do not specifically mean your soul. They may just simply want your land to build and conquer.
I mean, if this was like if devils weren't involved in this, I would believe that.
They often try to invade my home with little interest in the souls besides wanton slaughter.
To be fair, you also came from a church. They probably don't want what you have.
There are many churches.
yeah, Moti.
Mhm.
You see when they mention the church, Ray's skin turns black.
Seems the wielder of the holder of the Chromaticon is fairly chromatic herself.
Yeah.
Sweet serendipity.
She changed
Oh,
okay,
color with her emotions.
I realized there was an important bit of detail that I guess never made it into a handout. You did find a letter in Gleaza's resources, her loot.
Yeah.
If I could find it, where did they put it?
It
I'm
may
going to
just
copy
belong
paste
with-
it into the. Oh yeah, from Gleaza's room, there was a letter you found from the captain. I will copy
Her
paste
evil girlfriend.
Yep. I will copy paste it.
We talked once. We're not dating yet.
My dear Gleaza, ashamed to hear that the operation on Rondo is suffering so much. Always did warn you that someday the flotsam would be more than you could handle without me. I agree that securing the island is vital for the scheme and our future profits. Without the eyes for control and the loss of the bastard bird, you'll need my crew and ships to subdue the flotsam villages as new workers for the oubliette. So she directly refers to the eyes of the deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're working with the aboleth because they want the aboleth. The aboleth was helping control the villagers or islanders. Whatever. that was herself. So I was like,
Yeah.
so.
And I will
They
point
want
out
in the
that
mine.
the skulls, the pearls, that you found in the Aboleth lair, they were empty, even of their necromantic energy. It was like they were empty vessels waiting to be filled again.
Huh.
So,
Yeah. So maybe the Aboleth was, using up the pearls and then filling them with something else.
It was eating magic, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that's why they took the Biden over there and pointing at Carano. It was
Well, the
using any
Biden-
kind of magic it could get its hands on.
The Biden was also to help make the storm.
My point being, it didn't really matter what kind of magic. The Aboleth was using all of it.
Yeah. I'm
And
sorry.
I mean, we've run into a few undead over here.
I'm sorry, Motai. There's a lot's happened on this island.
Oh, this is too much thinking. We need to tell the village about this and get the experts on it.
Vivi, if you're talking again, you're not coming through.
I'm not.
Okay.
I've just been listening. It's just regarding everything.
I will say quite hard.
So remind me what the name of the harpy.
Neri. She's just been kind of
Neri.
nearby. Yeah?
Can you, how about you go report in at the village?
Yeah, good idea. She kind of gives another, distracted look of just barely concealed horror at these mutated Tideward before fluttering into the air and heading back.
Yeah,
Oh, fucking mess.
speaking of that, Quiet Hearts is going to glance at the bodies and just say, "We should gather and burn the corpses.
What?
We should gather and burn the corpses."
Yeah, if they're carrying some sort of disease, that would be smart.
Not disease, but
Yeah.
they have been
can't we
corrupt.
bury them?
They are corrupted. We do not know if that could leak into the ocean or not.
Oh.
Cremation's a very safe way to make sure that a corpse doesn't spread a disease and infection to others.
Fire is
and
it interrupts many forms of magic.
Did you kill them all?
I'll be honest with you, Ryan. Huh?
You hear a voice call out from the surf. I don't have a token for them, but kind of poking their head up out of the water, just looking around frantically. Mota, you recognize one of the Triton crew member,
Oh.
Neve.
Oh. Finally, a familiar face.
And recognizing you, they kind of splash out of the water. They're holding their arm where it looks like they got slashed, but other than that, it looks like they mostly escaped. And it's
Quite hard. Check on
I
them.
think the reef mode.
All right.
What?
Check
No,
on
no.
them.
Moves over and says, "Do you require healing?"
Be careful.
Maybe.
Be careful. Ready
It's
yourself
not
for
that
the
bad of a
healing.
cut, but ready myself for the healing. Then you heal him.
The country, right after he asked that, he just reach out and take the Triton's arm, and for Motai, who's just, you're used to see this. Quiet Hearts has a very brute force method of healing. It's kind of like taking the two sections of skin and just slamming it together and just scorching it
Marcel
back.
approach.
Yeah.
It makes Marcel's approach look gentle. Just it is a brute force, and the funny thing is, it's actually better than it used to be. But to this poor fucker, it hurts.
Oh yeah, they're and they recoil from it, then see the wound is scarred over now. They're oh, that tingles.
They're working on it.
Then you realize that they have not mutated into a Typeborn.
Did you? Were you the only Triton on board?
Yeah.
Did you get off before everyone else did?
The gas started going. I was below decks. I heard there was gas coming in. People started shouting, and then there was some kind of detonation, and everyone just started to lose their minds. Their bodies started to change. Those there were some others that didn't change, and they were just slaughtered. But dove out. I dove out of a porthole and into the water.
What people didn't change? Did you notice?
We can check ourselves.
Yeah, and he goes. And he kind of glances at the boat, just grimaces, and he goes, "They'd still be in there."
Yeah, don't worry, buddy. I understand you probably didn't catch that kind of detail. Trying to save your life, we'll go and check. Come on,
And
Ryan.
he's like looks around and like notices some of the slain Tideborn, and he starts recognizing them from their clothing, and he goes, "Oh no, and he just kind of like steps to the side to like try to take some catch his breath after swimming, and
Okay. While they're investigating the ship, Quiet Hearts is going to be laying out the bodies in an area that on the sand, which clearly it's it's set up to be a burn pit, or they just kind of scratch a divot in the sand and now they're laying the bodies out in it.
Yeah, you gather some wood from the tree line.
Yeah, I'll help them
Yep.
do that.
Yeah,
oops, Alice took him on.
yeah, they're just
Monk
gonna be
gets yoinked.
piling the bodies. This is a nice like chunk of wood over here. Just oh, that works too.
Yeah, Motai Rayan is at this point looking at the corpses is like turning green, literally.
Fucked up.
Worry not. In some cultures, cremation is actually the preferred method of burial.
There it's
Train's gonna go into the boat with you on it.
and it is a grisly scene down below. Blood and gore and viscera splattered across next to the walls. It was a nightmare down here. And if Motai, wasn't literally nerves of steel, probably be very sickened by what you had to walk through to get out of the below decks.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Ugh.
And
I
you see
grew up
several.
in slaughterhouses, but this is
Yeah, this was a butchery without
I'm gonna
goal.
just
Ooh,
see,
hey. I haven't
Oh.
seen this since the Tyrannosaurus took down that sauropod once.
And yeah, it's if you want, who always went down?
Rayan.
I'll follow
Brandon, you
along
wanna-
too.
Okay. Investigation checks or medicine?
Okay.
I'll investigate things. All right, cool.
I don't have either, and medicine's a little higher, so.
Dang. So
Neither
Going-
are great for me.
going through, you find several Tideborn, some of the frenzied Tideborn that had been killed in the fight, either among themselves or from those who had survived, or who had resisted the transformation like Corono did. Which I am so glad you made that save, Corono. Like, you don't understand. That's why I had literally divine intervention go, you need to get the fuck out of there, girl.
Run, bitch, run!
Yeah, sorry, she's a cleric, tries to help people. She wasn't going
Yeah,
to leave.
it's just, it's also, you have a minute to get out of a radius or, a mile effect. It's nasty.
Vlekarak's
What?
eye opened just a crack. Run, girl, run. This world is not meant for you. Run, girl, run.
Jesus
So
Christ.
the going through the remains, you find it seems that there was a handful of surfacers that some of the crew that managed to resist the thing. There, a few humans. You see a shade elf, and there is also a Karkanos that looks like they were torn to bits, and you would have recognized them as one of the crew as well on the crab.
Yeah, I know why Rayan rolled so bad because I think she throws up.
Yeah. So the But looking through it, you look at those that didn't turn, and you find no mutations on them. They, like using your medicine, all their wounds are, physical. They were torn apart and partially consumed.
Yeah, oh god.
But with the evidence that the sole Triton and sole Karkanos member on the party, the crew, didn't, Mojai, that kind of scratches. It's like that's like,
Mhm.
why would you mutate something to, why would you take something and mutate it to be a sea dweller when it's already a sea dweller?
I have to admit, the methods are curious.
What?
Mutation process. The mutation process appears to have been rather selective. The aquatic members of the crew appear to have been spared, alongside those of particularly sturdy constitutions.
And those of constructed constitution, because you felt nothing when it washed
Indeed.
over you.
I don't even really remember the blast or anything. All I still remember is peeking out of my crate and watching them all fighting each other. I figured it was just a mutiny or something.
So,
Anybody who could breathe water was just fine up until they got killed.
so they want everyone to be aquatic? I guess if you're feral,
Well, you got that fancy book. Does it ever say if primal tide affects those of the sea?
she'll pull open her book. What do I roll for this?
And Arcana.
Can I assist?
Yay.
Peeking over the shoulder.
Except the little man's help.
You
I
will
like
need
it.
save if you want to help, because that would be. Oh wait, no, because that was that previous stipulation.
Mhm.
If Rayan offers to help, if it's with permission, you avoid the save. So yes, you can help.
Sweet.
Ah.
That 20. Enjoy that 22
22.
instead of that 12.
12.
So, flipping through it, you find what looks to be, and you're kind of, Mota, you're just like fascinated. I mean, don't want to speak for you, but it's a fascinating thing seeing this book where, from page to page, it just looks like different publications from different languages, different types of paper,
Mhm.
damage. Some of them, it's like, oh, that looks like it was probably elf skin when Rand flips past it. And but she does find what looks to be this old waterlogged, or previously waterlogged but water damaged papers, but the ink is surprisingly well preserved, and it does seem to be a report from the old primal tide event where it looks to be like ship's log day or captain's log day. I don't even know how long it's been since I last saw land, but the tide has come again, claimed more of the flotilla. We've, it's like goes on to talk about how it's like it has eased some strains on food stuff, because now they can go hunt for fish, do fishing and dive for stuff that they couldn't, the air breathers. But they did say that those of like
Naturally
some of the
aquatic lifestyle.
yeah, and they saying talking about how the pride the having the tide board, while there was still met with suspicion and a lot of distrust, it can't be denied from the captain's point of view how much of an asset they've become. But they also make a note that exactly what you're looking for. They said that there was a tide swell that engulfed a ship, mutating the majority of the ship, except for those that were of sea elf heritage, because it was an elf ship.
Yeah.
Curious.
It looks like native water breathing beings. I could have worded that so much better. are immune to the effect.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're
So
trying
what?
to turn everything aquatic.
So what? The aboleth just kind of tapped a really nasty interdimensional sea and started filling up the cups?
Huh?
Well, I just mean like, it seems if you could breathe water just fine, you're good. But I mean, like you've talked about there's like different dimensions and planes and whatnot. So what? The aboleth just tapped a keg and started filling up all those skulls with nasty sea juice.
Well, not necessarily sea juice, but maybe some of its own s. Wait, the aboleth had that mucus that was changing that almost changed you, right?
Oh yeah, honestly,
You
I've been
remember
trying
the
to block
scum.
that out.
Indeed, aboleths possess mutagenic properties. They're quite good at it, too. One of the eldest forms of aberration. If one of them
What-
possessed the motive to do so, they could indeed perform some sort of scheme at that scale.
What?
Rather devious.
Now, Motai, do an
Mhm.
Arcana check for me.
Sure.
Aboleth check.
Yay. 26.
God damn.
Okay, yeah, you would know that there is, despite there being throughout history multiple recorded instances of aboleth, cropping up in the deep dark and causing all kinds of mischief and nastiness throughout the ages.
Mhm.
They are all truly one. There is a single aboleth that is beyond the plane, and each aboleth that you encounter is basically its fingerprints
Appendage.
in this reality.
All right. I definitely will relay that. Of course, then there's the hive mind factor to consider.
Yeah. Yeah. Before you get to say it, Ray's like, yeah, because every single aboleth is the same aboleth.
Sounds like you've got quite the scheme in the works here. Sure hope you don't run into any others, because it'll know you're coming.
Well, we've run into one, and it knows us now.
And you've run into all of them. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. This extends
See,
out a hand and
what's-
pass on the arm.
See, what's weird is that, I mean, typically whenever the aboleth touches something, it gets the three eyes thing. They didn't really have that. At least
No,
not that I
but-
could tell in the chaos.
Well, there was some that did grow like extra eyes, but there wasn't like
No
a theme of three
uniformity.
eyes. Yeah, there was no
Yeah.
uniformity. These were all just someone hit randomize on these character creations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so considering how the widespread effect, maybe it didn't work exactly the same way, or at least the fact that it can do that naturally would maybe benefit it in knowing how to do it a different way. Does that make
I
sense?
don't know.
Neve the
Maybe
Triton
we
looks
should
very
start
confused.
there
Maybe we should
anything
start
that-
asking.
Is there anything that 26 would tell me about that kind of line of thought? Any answers I could provide? Being that
How
I have
about-
high intelligence and have only a limited time to be here.
Yeah, which line of thought? Sorry, what was that rate of thought, Rain?
Oh, is it possible that because the the aboleth either couldn't recreate the same exact effect that it did because it was on a wider scale, or at least that it knows how to do that in general, so it would be able to make a different effect that works kind of similar.
Motai, with that previous 19 investigation and investigating these bodies, and the 26 for the Arcana, it. You get the feeling that, or the hunch that it is not recreating the primal tide, but corrupting the primal tide.
Ah.
Oh,
Yep.
fuck.
It has somehow. If you had a guess, it looks like it co-opted and changed it somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Because
it appears that the
historically,
aboleths are
there have-
experimenting with the formula.
Sorry, I was just going to say that additionally, because there have been points through since the main primal tide event that there have been tide swells where it just randomly appeared, and there has been no explanation for why it happened, either back then or those isolated events since.
Mm.
Because the primal tide influence still exists in like isolated or deep pockets. It's just
Okay,
That's how the bird
one of
got
those-
corrupted.
So
that's one theory.
maybe they gathered some of the energy from that pocket, and the aboleth knew how to work with it in ways that the demons didn't.
What, like spiking the grog?
In a sense, except instead of inebriating you, it turns you into a feral creature that cannot distinguish friend from foe.
That.
I mean, I've seen inebriation that does that to organics before, but not to this scale.
That's only on an individual scale.
Yeah, I've never seen a stiff drink do that to somebody.
You better hope no one ever invents it. Either way, seems that you've got yourself an aboleth deciding that it thinks it can do better than the primal tide.
Hmm.
But okay,
Still
so
trying to figure out, like, who's
Why
in charge of the
demons?
operation here? Because devils want to take over the world, and so does the aboleth, and I mean, they can't both be in charge.
well, I mean, if it could be a situation where they both know that the other's probably going to try and betray them at one point. But that's also some kind of weird assurance that betrayment won't happen until their mutual goal is done.
Well, what is that? Just to cause chaos?
No, to take over this plane.
I know. It's just I'm trying to puzzle, like, so then now they got a bunch of bombs that turn people into monsters. That's step one.
Well, they left, but maybe if they were here, they could have controlled them.
Did anyone bring up the whole pirate captain thing and how it seemed they were? So,
Yeah, I
Ryoko,
was actually just thinking about how the carpenter been telling us that no, they're not vampires, but they are pretty literally bloodthirsty.
Yeah. But Ryoko,
Yeah.
do an not investigation, just an intelligence check, because you've been involved with this whole scheme since the beginning, or at least since the party's beginning.
Are you part
Just
of
to see if you
evil
can
plan?
piece things together. Oh,
Oh, okay.
Ryoko.
All right.
The dice are rolling better in my brain.
Things suddenly click into place as people keep bringing up these different details. Going from the evidence of the Anzu finding a ship that you might have a replacement sail for this, since you have that magic sail that grants invisibility to a ship. But you saw that partially captured ship that the Anzu made its nest out of, and it had a letter for Captain G, and from Gleaza, talking about the next shipment of magic items that we don't need here are on the way, along with another pearl. Ryoko, they have been manufacturing the pearls here and been sending them off the island to other places, possibly to this Captain Grim, or the next leg of it, or whatever it is. Because from what you can recall, there has been no evidence of primal tide influence here beyond the Anzu. And with that natural 20, you get the sinking feeling that maybe the Anzu's mutation, the timing lines up pretty close to when the Eyes in the Deep started haunting this island. You'd think that maybe the Anzu was an experiment into the frenzy tide.
Oh.
That would explain why it was so hyper aggressive.
All right,
And
guys, listen
how-
up. I'm having a rare
Go ahead.
moment of clarity where I'm actually able to piece things together. Do not rely on this ever happening again. I'm going to explain all of that.
Oh god, I'm dying.
It's only natural that an assassin might recognize a conspiracy to kill people.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's making these to hand off to the pirate captain.
Okay.
And specifically,
These
what's the
bloodthirsty pirates.
closest? What is the closest metropolitan area where there would be a lot of people to be hit?
Oh,
Voltec.
Oltec is one of the most populous island city-states of the shallow ocean right now. And it is. It seems that maybe that with all that you've gathered, and we're pretty much at Cinderella time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're going to
You get the
turn that
feeling
whole
that
city.
yeah, Oltec might be in danger. So we'll just leave that there
Oh,
for
fuck!
you to mull over.
No! God damn it!